Hey, who wants to win a free boat right off the bat this morning? Hey, Fester, have we ever done a major contest immediately right at the beginning of the show without like any pre-promotion or me kind of dragging it out during the whole show and then, hey, caller number, whatever? Have we? I don't think it's ever happened like that, has it?
I don't think so. Usually we spend weeks building up to something if it's a big prize.
Oh, actually, Andrew just said we gave away a mattress. Well, hey, who wants to win a boat right now? 19-footer? Who wants to win a 19 or 21? Who want right now? Seriously, who wants to win a boat right now? What do you say? Caller number 9, caller 15, caller 36, caller 82, caller 105.
Listen, caller number 9 sounds perfect.
You want to give away the boat right now?
Right now.
Let's go. I'm going to go with Lucky 21.
Okay.
Blackjack, Lucky 21. Caller 21 if you want to win a boat right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I'll give you all the details when you phone in. 800-990-1047. Andrew, can you get to me caller 21 as quick as you can, please? All right.
He's counting away. Every line.
Every line is ringing already right off the bat at 6:02 here on a Friday on the MJ Morning Show.
Wow.
Maybe hand it over to me on caller 20.
What a giveaway.
Yeah. Oh, well, Froggy, listen, I
was on my boat yesterday.
You're a captain.
I was hanging out with the guys working off the Howard Franklin Bridge.
You really?
Well, I was looking for bait, and there was like 10 guys watching me, and I started talking to them.
You mean the guys on the barges?
Yeah.
That are building the new Howard Franklin?
Yes, sir.
Did you say, hey, I'm Froggy from the MJ
No, I'm not
Morning
like
Show?
You. I don't do that.
No. Listen, I don't, dude. I don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
But no, I don't. I don't do it like that.
But you'll be like, hey, do you listen to the radio? Right?
Yes, because I'm trying to promote the show and get more listeners. Absolutely.
That always makes
but I'm
me
not
feel
like,
cringy.
hey, I'm MJ. Look at me. No, I'm like, hey, do you listen to the radio? You listen to the radio in the morning? I do the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Yeah, I'm going to promote the show.
They told me they listen to Chad and Christy.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good show.
They like to know the lunch menu every morning.
MJ Morning Show, you are caller number 20. I'm sorry, you're one shy.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Sorry about that. I can't give you the boat.
Damn.
All right, here we go. Caller 21. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
This is Wes.
Wes, welcome to the MJ Morning Show, dude. You're caller 21.
All right, yes, sir.
Congrats.
All right, do you have a boat now?
I do not.
All right, well, guess what? You got
Yeah,
a
you do.
You do right now. You're caller 21. You won. Where are you right now?
I'm in South Tampa, driving to work.
All right, listen.
Perfect.
It's not too far. Where's work for you?
I own a sandwich shop, Barrow's Gourmet Deli.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you've called the show before, right?
I have, yes, sir.
Oh, hey, Wes.
You know what? I still owe you. Is that on Henderson?
It is. It's 3660. We're right across from Bonefish Grill.
Yeah, I owe you a visit. I told you last time I'm going to come by.
I went.
Fester,
bet you
you did go.
I bet been.
All right, I owe you a visit. I'm sorry that I haven't. But listen,
That's all right.
I'm going to make things much happier for you. You just want a boat. Can you pick it up today?
You have a trailer,
I can
sir.
try. I can try.
Froggy actually is a very good point
We're not
of
going to
order.
be able to throw it on the top of your car.
Yeah. Do you have a boat trailer?
I do not.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to need a little figuring out here.
Well, we'll figure. All right, here's the deal. You just want a boat. It is on the side of the road. Yep. You just got to go pick it up. If you get on 275 South and get off at the fourth, get off at the 4th Street exit. You go
This
over.
is great. I love the racket. That's why I was like,
I
I
love.
hope I get in.
I love the racket. Do you recall?
What racket?
It's a real boat.
So hey, it is a real boat. All right, so let me just give you the rest of the details. So 275 South, get off at the brand new 4th Street exit, go over the overpass, over the interstate, and just when you get over across the interstate, where the mangroves hit on the side, on the right side, we have a new boat dumping. Somebody it wasn't there yesterday. It wasn't there when we left the show yesterday. It wasn't in there when I drove in yesterday, but it's there this morning. Fester, what do you think? It's a 19 or 21 footer? What is that?
I didn't walk it off, but just by looking at it,
Yeah.
I bet you it's about a 19 footer.
Yeah, I think so. About a 19, 21 footer. So this appears to be something out of the late 70s?
Yeah, it looks like it was in Jaws.
It does. It absolutely does. We need a bigger boat.
It looks like the orca.
So congratulations. You're caller 21. You won the boat. You just got to go pick it up. It's on the side of the road on 4th Street in St. Petersburg, just when you get off I-275 southbound. It's on the right, okay?
Congrats.
Perfect. I've already got it listed on Facebook Marketplace.
So go
Flip it. Yes.
Go pick up your brand new boat. All right?
All right, guys.
All right,
Congrats, man. Congrats.
What's the name of your sandwich shop again?
It's Barrows.
That's right. Barrows. Fester, you've been there. I owe them a visit. Listen, I love to support local, especially, listen, he's a listener. Hey, just like, do you know Mickey, the sub guy down in South Tampa as well?
I sure do. Yeah, I live in Marina Westford District, so I'm very familiar.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Mickey's is a great sub place. He won that USA Today Cheapest Eats in the U.S. #1 award. We've got
Yeah, that's a great place.
Yeah, we got Barrows. All right, I promise I'm going to come see you within the next week or so, okay?
I'll be here.
All right, thanks. Barrows sandwiches. Is it Barrows subs or Barrows sandwiches? What do you call it?
Barrows Gourmet Deli. We've been here since 1984. We just, we're very old-fashioned, and we've been doing things the same way since 84, and going to keep doing it.
What the hell is wrong with me? I've been in South Tampa since 94. Why the hell haven't I been to your place?
I don't know, but he makes a great sandwich.
What's wrong with me? Yeah, listen, Fester approved. All right, so, hey, go visit Barrows Gourmet Deli on Henderson, South Tampa, right across from Bonefish. All right, buddy, thanks for calling in.
Guys.
Hey, congratulations.
All right. Congratulations on the boat. All right, so
This is really exciting.
So Fester drove me in this morning because I got some things going on. So Fester drove me in, and tell everyone what happened quickly so we don't get too late.
We're driving in. We get over the bridge. We take the 4th Street exit, and both of us at the same time yell, "Boat! Boat! Somebody dropped off a boat!"
It's boat dumping.
And then
somebody doesn't want to pay for the disposal. So you just dump the boat. So the boat has been dumped.
No registration number.
Everything.
No signs of ownership. Nothing like that.
Is there anything inside of it?
No, there's no. It's
trash.
Hey, I posted a picture. So I get inside the boat, and Fester took my picture. He's got the car headlights aimed toward the boat to light me up a little bit. Then I took a picture of Fester. There's me climbing into the boat. By the way, it's all swamp with water inside. So I had to stand on support beams so I wouldn't get wet.
But it's a tight hole.
I go to my Instagram. The boat that the sandwich dude just won, you can see it right now on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Pictures of us at 5:15, 5:20 in the morning are on my Instagram right now. Us on the side of the road checking out this new boat. But it's a boat dumping. Somebody just didn't want to pay for the disposal, the dump deal. They just dumped it on the side of the road overnight. I'm telling you right now. And the big question is, how long is it going to stay there? Because there was that dump boat on the Gandy Riviera Redneck Beach. That it was there for 2 years before they finally took that hull away. All right, so go take a look at the pictures. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram right now. Just getting rolling at 6:09. It's going to be a busy Friday morning. Oh, I got to address something with you, Fester, about my ride in.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little issue with the ride in.
What issue?
Yeah, well, hang on. You'll find out next. MJ Morning Show. MJ Morning Show on Q105, 621. Fester is not in the studio. I'm guessing that Fester went and grabbed his 9-minute nap on the couch in the office. Is that safe to say, Froggy?
He usually sets his alarm for 10 minutes, so maybe he's just a minute late.
Oh, boy. Well, I wanted to talk about the issue.
Where the hell is he?
In his car on the
Here he
way
comes.
in this. Oh, here he comes. Hey, how was that nap there, buddy? How was that?
It was interrupted, is what it was.
Yeah, well, you did operate a little earlier this morning because I did have you pick me up at the house at 5:15 when typically you'd be strolling in at about 5:58, just a minute or so before the start of the show.
I was dead asleep. And
Just now?
stupid Pat George, our traffic
stop.
guy.
Stupid Pat George, our traffic guy.
I love Pat.
Yeah.
But he comes up to me and says, hey, and he turns all the lights on. He goes, there's something I got to show you. I'm like,
The
what?
illusion.
What do you have to show me, Pat? And it's a picture that he found that if you squint, you can see the face of...
No. Don't let MJ do it. See if MJ does it.
Okay, squint and see if you can see the face of some savior.
Or just look at the picture.
No,
What do you see?
I don't need to squint. I
What?
see Jesus right off the bat, or Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Yeah, I mean, some people thought it was
yes.
some people thought it was
Yeah.
Nick Cage possibly in some of his.
I don't need to.
Right.
I don't need to squint. It's one of those pictures where, depending on how your brain is working and how you look at it, there are two different images because I see both.
Yeah.
Initially, right off the bat, I saw a Jesus-like face. Fester's holding this up to MJ TV right now. Hey, Andrew, do you have a good shot of it on MJ TV? You have it? Okay. So take a look at it. What do you see? This is one of these like memes, it rolls around on Instagram, on Facebook, blah, blah. Oh, what do you see? And, depending on what you see first, it'll tell you what your personality is. And as I look at this, it's either like Jesus or there are three people talking on a sidewalk or wherever the heck they are. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
Pat interrupts my nap.
Slumber, your little morning slumber.
Yeah, to show me this picture. Hey, man, who do you see? What do you see when you look at this? I'm like, oh, Pat, get out of my face. Oh, my God.
It's like three women at like some kind of a sidewalk, like coffee cafe or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you look at it a different way, from a distance, I immediately saw like Jesus.
an image of a face.
Yeah. And then if you look at it a different way, then you just see three women. But it can be very, very distinct on what you see first, how your brain and eyes are working, and then ultimately what you tell yourself to see once you see it. Then you're going to kind of gravitate towards either the three women with their coffees on a sidewalk somewhere with like buildings and traffic behind. That's a doctored picture. I mean, that was
A lot of Photoshop going
yeah,
on.
there's a lot of Photoshop going on in this thing. Anyway, so Fester drove me in this morning.
Yes.
Got some stuff going on, needed a lift in. Fester picked me up at the house. And as we're at a place where we start stopping, so there's a traffic light not far from my house. We stopped at that. Then we get on 275 southbound over the Howard Franklin Bridge off at 4th Street. That's where we saw the new boat dumping. Attention, City of St. Petersburg. This is an alert. Alert for the City of St. Petersburg. Hang on, let me play my alert over here. There we go. Yeah, you got a new trash pickup. Someone dumped a boat on 4th Street just when you get off of 275 or just when you're about to get on to 275. It's in the southbound lane, 4th Street, right after you get off of 275. Somebody just dumped a boat. And what I was saying earlier was someone dumped a boat years ago on the Gandhi, right where the Redneck Riviera is. And that hull, that sat there for like 2 years before they finally picked that thing up. So how long is the dump boat going to sit on the side of the road on 4th Street near 275? That's the question. So Fester picks me up. And, of course, if you heard the opening of the show a little while ago at 6 o'clock, we stopped. We took pictures. Oh, if you want to see the boat dumping, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And if you want to follow me, give me a follow. I'm in the boat at 5:15 this morning. If you want to see me, and then I had Fester take a picture with the boat. So if you want to see the boat that's been dumped, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Take a look. All right, so as we're driving and we have to stop, and, once we're on 275, Howard Frank, there's not much stopping. Fester's driving. He's changing lanes. Fester never uses a turn signal.
Nope.
Never, ever, ever uses a turn signal.
Why would you?
Good for you.
What do you mean, why would you? Let other motors, plus it's the law to use a turn signal. So then we get to the traffic light on 4th Street where the 7-Eleven is, and you got a couple of traffic lights as you head down toward Gandy and 4th. And then there's a wobble in Fester's car. It's like, as he's stopping at the traffic lights, there's a wobble.
It's not a smooth stop.
You guys playing wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble?
I wish.
What the hell's that?
What is that?
What?
It's from Roxanne's club days.
What?
Wobble,
You've
baby.
never heard that song?
No.
Wobble.
Andrew, it's so good. It's a Good Friday song. Andrew, can you find it?
Wobble. He's not going to find wobble.
Wobble, baby, wobble. That's a song? What kind of song is that?
I swear it is. I just found it. Okay. I'm going to send it to Andrew. Yes. It's so good. Okay. We
anyway.
definitely, yes.
So-
Andrew, could you play wobble, please?
So Fester's car is all wobbling as he hits the brakes to stop at red lights. And Fester says, "Hey, you feel that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it feels like your car's about to come apart. Feels like the front wheels are about to fly off and we're about to be scraping on the bumper down 4th Street." And he says, "Ball joints." What's wrong with your ball joints?
It's time to be replaced. I need a couple of things done in the front end. It goes into the shop today.
Oh, really?
Yes, today's the day it goes in. I need some lower motor mounts and some control.
Hold on. The motor might fall out of your car. The mounts are failing?
Yeah, I know nothing about this. I'm not a mechanic. But my mechanic says, yeah, you need some lower motor mounts and some control arms. It's all up in your
Hold
front
on,
end.
wait. Control arms?
And lower motor mounts.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. How much are you spending on parts to get this fixed?
I mean, whatever.
What's a control arm?
Yeah, right. Well, Froggy's not a mechanic either. I don't know. A couple $100, I would imagine.
Well, have you purchased the parts yet, or are they going to put the parts on and then charge you with a markup?
So my mechanic says,
Yeah.
go to Rock Auto.
Oh, Rock Auto.
Yeah.
I've seen those really cheesy, almost like I want my MTV Dire Straits Money for Nothing, crappy animation. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that?
That's what their website looks like.
That's what the Rock Auto commercial looks like today. It looks like an MTV video from Dire Straits from 1984.
Have you ever
Or
gone to their
80,
website?
Actually, 85, I think, right?
Have you ever been to Rock Auto's website?
No, I don't buy a lot of auto parts to fix my own cars.
It looks like a website. It looks like a website straight out of 1998.
Oh my God, that's awful. It looks like some just HTML ASCII or
Right.
I don't know. That's an awful website. Oh my
Right.
God.
Ah,
But it's user friendly. You go to Cadillac, you pick the year, and you tell them what you need, and it pulls up all the
Rock
parts.
Auto, right?
For what it's meant for, it does a serviceable job.
You're a jabroni if you don't go to Rock Auto.
I need a new gas tank cap for a 1980 Honda Prelude.
They got it.
I went to O'Reilly Auto Parts. That place is
Yeah.
cool.
The store?
Yeah.
Yeah, auto part stores are cool. Yes, Frog. Yes, that's new news. Thank you.
Andrew found your music, so when you drive MJ home,
Oh,
you can play
God.
this music.
All right, let's
This
play the
is-
wobble
All
song.
right, go ahead. Let me hear it. In my life.
Yeah.
Wobble
But I love
baby.
it.
That's Fester's new driving theme music.
That's how I walk.
Yeah, and my walking music, apparently.
Seriously, I thought my life was in danger as he's slowing the car down. The whole thing is like it's all wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble 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 wobble.
Oh, God. Now you need to sing it.
So, but Rock Auto had too many selections. I didn't know which one to pick. I told him, you just buy the part and we'll put it in. But anyway, get serviced probably tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm excited.
How about you buy a new car instead of having to
Just got
What are
it.
you, crazy?
He didn't just get it. It's a 2010 Cadillac CTS.
Yeah,
What
get
is
a
it?
new car.
It's a DTS.
I'm sorry. Oh, a DTS.
And we recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, what a milestone.
Yes.
What a fabulous time in Fester's life.
When was
But listen,
that?
but you're putting new control arms and motor mounts and ball joints on your car.
Yeah, people do maintenance on their cars and replace parts. That's
But
a
you
thing.
do a lot of it.
Could the motor have fallen out while we were driving on 275? I mean, motor mounts, that's what it sounds like.
I think
Sounds like something to mount the motor into your car. Yeah, they're shot. You need new motor mounts.
I think the motor mount attaches the motor to the tire, so maybe the tire could have flown off.
Who knows?
I think. I'm not sure.
6:31 at the MJ Morning Show. I want to see Fester make morons in the news.
Okay.
Just not with me in the car, okay? Or Fester's kids in the car. Does your wife let your kids drive in that car?
Yes, I'm sure she
Are
does.
you kidding me? I have Hudson convinced it's a sports car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great. All right, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news next. Here on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. The MJ Morning Show Friday morning. Hopefully a nice weekend is planned. It is just...
That video is the absolute best.
Is that the kind of Weekend at Bernie's vibes?
Yes.
Vibes, it is.
Yeah. It's been all week long. I think I started getting these on Wednesday, maybe. It's been earlier this week, and I just didn't get around to it. And I typically don't do a lot of these foreign moron stories because there are just too many that are typically more relatable because they're here in the United States. So I like to buy American whenever possible.
Right.
And that includes my morons in the news, okay? But I guess I can't ignore it because people have emailed this thing to me. People have been sending this to me on Instagram, direct message, whatever. It's this Brazilian woman that allegedly wheeled her dead uncle into a bank to co-sign a loan, and the guy is dead in a wheelchair, and she's like talking to, hey, uncle, can you hear me? Are you listening? And then like...
She's trying to hold his head so he's looking at the paper.
And then apparently puts a pen in his dead hand and then has him like guiding his hand to co-sign the loan.
It's like from a movie. It's like from a comedy.
Oh, well, this is not... I'm telling you, this is going to come back that it's not real. That
Really?
it was. Yeah,
How could it not be? That guy couldn't be more dead.
I don't know.
I mean, like, how could it not be real? Like, is that allowed to wheel around dead people and do things like that?
Allegedly, it happened. I don't know. I'm calling some BS on this. It allegedly happened. It's probably going to turn out to be some, Brazilian candid camera show or something.
He's pretty dead.
How do you say smile? You're on candid camera in Portuguese. All right. So the bank customer was identified as Erica de Souza Vieira Nunes, and she's on video standing next to this
Corpse.
chair with a corpse. And I guess she took a taxi, and the taxi driver helped bring the corpse into the bank.
He's just asleep.
I don't know what is going on here, but yes, I saw this because so many people are like, MJ, did you see this one? Yes, and I kind of avoided it, but I've literally had 200 people send me this story. So yes, the Brazilian bank corpse, the cosign story. I don't know if I'm buying this thing. I'm just pointing that out.
All the videos online I see now are they blur out his face.
I know, I see that.
Froggy
Yeah.
showed me one yesterday where you can see his whole sunken eyes and
I
pale
don't
skin.
know. This just reeks of some kind of a prank show deal. I don't know. All right. So, Morons in the News continues. Let's come back to the United States because there are plenty of morons here. Yeah, the smoking gun has the police report here, all the details. Here's an idiot. Woman called 911 because she got some bad meth. I mean, come on. Yeah.
I can't believe this still happens.
Yeah, exactly. How many times have we heard or seen or actually done these stories? Yeah, 911, I was trying to buy some drugs and the drug dealer ripped me off. I didn't get my product.
Damn it.
Can you send it over? I want to file a complaint.
We can use a drug dealer consumer report line or drug buyer.
Better call banking. You get ripped off by your drug dealer? Better call banking.
She'll figure it out.
An Indiana woman is facing a narcotics charge. Why? She called 911 to report purchasing a bad batch of methamphetamine and said she wanted to file charges against her drug dealer. Come on, really? Well, am I on another candid camera show? Is that
What's going on here?
Yeah. As alleged in the probable cause affidavit, Sarah Harris, 34. How do you live 34 years on this planet and be so freaking stupid? Yeah, she twice made open line calls to 911, which prompted an officer to visit her residence to ensure that everything was okay. So I guess she called 911 accidentally, and then the line was open. That's what an open line is like a 911 call rings into the 911 dispatch center, and they're like, 911, what's your emergency? Hello, 911, and they don't hear anything. They just hear that the line is open, but no one is talking. So, and keep in mind that if 911 is called from your house, and it was much more prevalent when everyone had landlines. Now it's a fraction of people still maintain a regular landline, but they would always send an officer. So if there was it also called 911 hangups. So any kind of a 911 hangup, that gets a response. And even on cell phones. I've been on some ride-alongs where you respond to a 911 hangup on a cell phone, and you don't know where it's coming from. They can only tell you what tower it pinged from. So seriously, I don't know if they still have to do it, but police would respond to just the side of the road or an intersection close to the cell tower. Just a response to the 911 call. These days, some of the pinpointing is better, and I think there are some addresses that are now tied to cell phones. But what kind of dope is this? A couple of open line calls to 911. So a cop goes, and in this particular case, they were able to pinpoint the address. So I don't know if it was a landline or whether it was a cell phone, but the cop shows up, and during the conversation, this Sarah Harris, this imbitard, said that her meth was not what it was supposed to be.
No.
Are you that methed up that you're telling a cop that the meth that you bought from a drug dealer is not strong enough or not good enough, or what the hell?
Indiana knows, man. They know they're good meth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some meth going around Indiana. I don't know if it's as big as Polk County, but you know?
I don't know. Don't underestimate the Midwest in their meth game.
Yeah, I know. They got a big game in Indiana, don't they?
Indiana, Ohio, all of
Yeah.
them.
Who would you report it to? Better Business Bureau? Would that be a better option?
That's my point. We need a drug purchaser consumer report line.
I'm just messing with you. So she explained that the drug left her feeling as if she were going to have a heart attack. She said that she had snorted a line of meth and felt something different when it touched her skin and nostrils. Apparently, she's got some experience.
Yeah, right?
She knows what good meth is supposed to be like. What a schmuck. And noted that she and a friend had smoked a bowl of normal meth before obtaining the bad meth, and that led her to call 911. What a moron. Anyway, she was arrested. Drug charges. What a dope.
I wonder if people have bad meth breath just because it rhymes. Probably.
Yeah, meth breath.
Why
Probably
don't
forget to.
Why don't you look that up?
Yeah.
See, you know,
See if it's a thing.
people eat a lot of garlic, a lot of times, you know, they've got garlic breath.
Yeah.
Or even kind of like that garlic smell kind of oozes from their pores,
That
you know?
happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of things for meth mouth is popping up, but nothing for meth breath.
Yeah, meth mouth is where you got like your
The
teeth.
sores.
Well, no, meth mouth is your teeth falling out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, meth will cause, you know, it'll rot your teeth. I mean, meth, it'll wreck your gums.
Ouch.
And then you also have the meth sores. You know, somebody, you know, you got a tweaker, you know, you can spot them because it looks like they've got like 35 mosquito bites they've been scratching and picking all over their face.
Gross.
Yeah. Hey, how about that with your bowl of Cheerios this morning? All right, 6:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Little dose of some early morons in the news. And thanks to the 200 people that sent me the Brazilian bank corpse story. Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right, 6:49, 7 o'clock hour starts in minutes. Cash Kitty on the way at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock this morning, we'll give you a new keyword for you to text in or enter it on the app for your shot to win $1,000. We launched the Cash Kitty again at 8 o'clock this morning. And then, of course, it'll happen right after the show at 10. It'll happen at noon. It'll happen at 3. And it'll happen at 5 p.m. today. The Cash Kitty all day long here on Q105. You know, weather tight. Fessy, you just grossed Roxanne out. MJ and the crew, Roxanne was the first one back in the studio. Of course, I don't leave. I've been here working hard. I'm getting getting a round of applause.
Yeah, we're
Do
doing
your job.
Getting a round of applause from Froggy. I get a gold star. Do I get some
You
recognition?
get a brown star for that.
All right.
Yeah,
You are a finalist for Employee of the Month.
All right. So you guys out of the room. Roxanne comes back first about 2 minutes ago, and she touches.
Yeah, a tissue or something, or like a paper towel.
There's like tissues or paper towels in front of Fester's microphone position. Roxanne, why would you touch those things? Because then whatever you felt on your hands, you're like, ooh, what did I just touch?
Because
why would you touch them?
I'll explain it to you, because that's like an automatic behavior at my house.
Oh, to tidy up, to clean up?
Yes. So I see tissues, like kids, we wipe their faces or we wipe their hands. Maybe there's a.
Tell you what,
there's
why
a
don't you
paper
put on an
towel.
apron and cook me some dinner, woman? What?
I was just in my mom mode, and I was like I was tidying, and I was about to tidy these, and I touched them, and they were moist, and all of a sudden I'm like,
God.
what? And I said that, and I was
Roxanne.
like, I think I just touched a Fester.
I know, I was here.
And I
You
jumped back.
jumped back. You're like, oh, what did I just touch in front of Fester's microphone? And Fester has like tissues and paper.
Yeah.
They're moist. And Roxanne touches them with her bare fingertips.
And then he comes back in, and I was like, Fester, are those for your nose, or what, are you coughing into those? What are those?
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, my nose is dripping.
Oh, dude.
I've got a severe nasal drip today.
Oh,
Listen.
that is awful. Oh.
I wiped my hands because I bring wet wipes with me. So I'm
Roxanne,
good.
yeah,
Look,
use a
I'm good, I'm good.
sanitizer
Yeah,
right now.
I'm doing
Actually, put your hands in gasoline and light them on fire.
Or
kill it with fire.
Or put your hands straight on my nose and cut out the middleman.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
But actually, Fester and I sit right next to each other, very close proximity here. I
Yeah.
think we're immune to each other's germs because,
All right, 7:04 at the MJ Morning Show. All right, Froggy, I want to have a little discussion with you.
What do you want?
Well, you just believe in a lot of garbage.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Oh, like Jesus?
No, what are you saying?
Just kidding.
I didn't say that. What are you? You're a bad cat. You're going to hell. You bad Catholic.
I
You
did my time in church, sir.
Oh, my.
Altar boy, 8
No.
years.
All right.
NM,
All right.
non-molested.
Hey.
NM.
All right, Fester.
Yes.
What are some of the kooky things that Froggy believes in? Let me see if you nail it pretty quickly.
He is a rube for all things extraterrestrial.
That is correct. However, I'm going in a little different direction, but you're right. It could have been extraterrestrial, but the crap that Froggy believes in,
They're coming.
All the aliens that are crawling on the planet right now. Hey, Froggy's a huge pro wrestling fan. Again,
What's up with that? Pro wrestling's hotter right now than it's ever been.
Contrived acting and garbage.
It's an
All right.
art,
Whatever,
please, sir. And you live in a town where there's a lot of wrestlers, so I'd be careful.
Whatever. All right, Fester. What am I getting at here? You're right in the wheelhouse, man. You're just dancing around.
He only had one guess.
Do you have like a wrestling alien?
No, wrestling, aliens.
wish.
Come on. This is another thing that Froggy.
what's the big? But like you
Yeah,
say,
big,
belief,
big.
Oh, Bigfoot,
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm a big Sasquatch guy.
Sasquatch. Okay.
And a video did come out last week
Yeah. Whatever.
of Sasquatch. Explain it to me. He pulls a tree out of the ground.
There's no video.
Look it up.
Of Bigfoot pulling
Look
a
up
tree.
new Bigfoot video, moving enormous tree. A person could not pick up a tree this size
Get outta here.
and move it, and then he threw it.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Son of a
yeah.
bitch! I'll find it
All
myself.
right. Yeah. All right.
Get out!
No, I need to go back.
I'm right here.
All right. Froggy is just
Can I sit on your lap for a second?
pushed Fester out of the way. Oh, now sitting on Fester's lap.
He's welcome to.
Yeah, like a ventriloquist dummy.
Is there a roll of pennies
That's what
in
I
your
always
pocket?
think he looks like.
Stop, dude! He just grabbed my.
Stop grabbing each
Stop
other.
touching me.
What is wrong with you people?
You're the one sitting on my lap.
All right, so Froggy's going to bring up the new Bigfoot video of Bigfoot ripping a tree out of the ground and throwing it.
Stop, Fester!
There is no video. Oh, hang on. Bigfoot throwing a tree. Is that it? New footage?
When did it come out? Oh, 6 years ago.
Get back
Oh,
to
here we go.
All right,
This is it.
all right.
Now watch this.
This is
Now that's Bigfoot. Oh, that's a woman.
No, this is a
It's
commercial.
It's a commercial. All right, skip
All
it.
right,
Skip it.
skip the commercial. All right, is there audio on this or no?
Yeah, watch.
Remote camera 1. Oh, get out of here.
watch.
This is phony. It's a guy in a monkey suit. Get out of
Watch
here.
what he does.
I'm watching.
Okay.
There's a.
Look at that. Look what he's doing to that.
All right,
Look at this size. Now watch what he does. Now see that? You see what just fell?
I see. Well,
Now could you lift that?
all
Could
right.
you? No, wait. Look at him.
It's a guy in a monkey
Look at what he's
this is-
doing. He just threw that. He
all
just
right,
threw
all
a
right.
tree.
All right, Froggy. All right,
Look. Now watch.
all right.
Now watch.
I'm
Now look.
watching. Yes,
Now look.
I'm
Okay,
Now
watching.
look. There's the
All right, we're
tree.
watching.
He's
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now watch.
all right.
Watch.
All right.
MJ, are your eyes deceiving you?
It's-
No, I mean, you
MJ,
saw it.
no.
That
Yeah.
guy picked up a tree and swung it like a baseball bat.
Hey, when you
What
s-
guy in a suit could do that? He can't explain it. He can't. He can't. Look at his face.
It is a made up video. It is manufactured. It is
What
not.
is a tree hollow made of foam?
Listen, they're using.
It came out last week.
It's trick photography. It's some kind of video trick. It's what, dude? Come on.
Fester,
All right,
what do you think of the video?
There's a reason why I'm bringing up this Bigfoot story. The minute I
Okay.
saw this headline, I'm like, oh, Froggy's gonna love this one. Oklahoma fisherman found guilty of murdering friend that he thought planned to feed him to Bigfoot.
Dude, some people out there have come close to seeing that
Oh
thing.
man, an Oklahoma fisherman choked his friend out because he bizarrely thought that his friend planned to feed him to Bigfoot.
I mean, if that's what you believe in your heart, you have to kill the guy.
In the legal case, the judge said, yes, there was a monster in the woods that night, but it wasn't Bigfoot. It was Larry Sanders.
Larry.
That's the guy's name.
Yeah, Larry Sanders. That was, by the way, that was a great series.
Fantastic.
That
Series.
That is like must-watch TV. If you've never watched Larry Sanders,
Hey, now, Hank Kingsley?
yeah, what a great show. What was it? Gary Shandling.
Gary
Oh,
Shandling.
yeah, I like him.
He's
He's
dead.
passed,
Yeah,
right?
he is
passed,
he's
Well,
passed.
Gary Shandling played Larry Sanders, and it was a phony late-night network talk show.
It was after he didn't get the late night show. He was going for that.
Yeah, he was a finalist for Johnny's spot.
And so he made that show.
Jay Leno got it.
That's right.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, go find out where you can watch and stream Larry's. I think it's on HBO or Max.
I've watched the entire series on HBO Max.
Yeah, on Max. So Max has it. That is fantastic.
The celebrities from the 90s that are on that show. It's so great.
It's really a great show. So this dude knows. This dude.
Larry Sanders.
Well, yeah, Larry Sanders. So this guy killed his friend because he thought the friend was going to feed him to Bigfoot. That was his defense. Man, that's a pretty good defense right there, huh?
Have you ever heard the song Sasquatch by Tenacious D? It's a really good song.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, a
You know.
55-year-old had been fishing for catfish by hand with his high school buddy Jim Knighton.
Oh, they're noodling.
Yeah, this is back in July of 22 when he claims to have spotted a 12-foot-tall Sasquatch tromping around downstream.
Oh, I like that word, trumping.
Yeah. Let's go to Jim downstream. He's got a Sasquatch who's 12 feet tall down there. Anyway, what a nutty story. Kills his friend, and then his defense was, yeah, he was planning on feeding me to the Sasquatch.
Well, I don't want anybody feeding me to what I just saw throw a 20-foot tree.
Whatever. It's a contrived video,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, it's
Come on,
contrived. That
that's-
looked really CGI
That's
to me.
not real,
Yeah, it's
dude.
fake.
Come on, there's an explanation.
No, there's not.
You want to hear something really funny? Now, we don't do a lot of politics on this show, so don't assume this is political. It's not. It does happen to deal with President Joe Biden,
Okay.
but he is the president of the United States. Well, he was campaigning earlier this week in Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's his hometown.
Hey, I've been to Scranton,
Yeah.
and they got President Joseph R. Biden Boulevard right down the middle of the road.
And he went to the Dunder Mifflin building.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He went, saw the guys in the warehouse, shot some hoops in there and everything. But here's the deal. Biden, earlier this week in Scranton, told the crowd that his uncle was eaten by cannibals after his plane went down in New Guinea during World War II.
He sounds like he's kind of morphing. What's that show, Lost?
Yeah,
Like
well,
and
but the deal is that the military says that his uncle's plane was having mechanical difficulties and crashed into the Pacific.
And then was eaten.
the
cannibals is just
the military is saying he was never eaten by a cannibal. So President Biden is telling the people in Scranton that his uncle was somehow crashed the plane in New Guinea, and then a bunch of cannibals,
That happens.
I guess, going ooga booga or something.
Were there actual cannibals on the island?
You know, guess what? I think there are still there are some places.
There's that one island that you can't go to, and if you fly over it, they'll throw spears at you.
Oh, they'll kill you. Yeah,
and then
Which one is that?
One guy went there and tried to hand them a Bible, that one kid, and they murdered him.
Yeah, I think they're the same ones that were on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, same ones.
Same ones.
Same outfit.
The same outfit, same cat.
Same paint.
They got the bones through the nose and everything going on. But I just saw this, so Biden is telling people in Scranton, yeah, my uncle, his plane went down during World War II and he was eaten by cannibals.
Do we have audio of this?
Come on, man.
I guess we could probably find it.
I'm reading the text, but
He was eaten by cannibals.
Yeah,
it's what he says. He goes, and he got shot down in New Guinea.
Yeah.
And they've never found a body because, well, there were a lot of
cannibals at that time, is what he said.
Man, they were starving.
Yeah. His uncle was Ambrose Finnegan. But
Finnegan, we eat you.
The military is saying that his body just got lost at sea. He was not eaten by cannibals.
His name wasn't Finnegan. It was Finger Licking Good.
Finger licking good.
Ambrose Finger Licking Good. So Andrew pulled the audio. All right, go ahead, Andrew. Play the audio.
They never found the body because there were a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea.
For real.
How old is he? My God.
I think they're about. Listen, wow.
7:14 at the MJ Morning Show.
How does this affect our relations with New Guinea?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Great point.
There's a formal protest at the UN. All right, 7:15 at the MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ next. And I'm looking at what we got to do here. We have a lot to get to coming up in just a bit. Friday morning. Apparently, Fester is snoozing. Hold on, Froggy, what just happened? Man, I'm telling you, does he have like sleep apnea or something? Is he still? He's awake. He's coming. All right, so Fester, you just fell asleep again in the studio across the hall?
Yeah, sitting up though, so I didn't get too comfortable.
Oh my gosh, Fester, you fell asleep in 15 seconds.
It's no joke, dude.
I couldn't. He was snoring. I'm like, what's that noise? He's like,
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Like,
How do you
can
do
fall
that?
asleep that fast?
sitting up in the chair.
Amazing. All right, here we go. We're starting an hour and 20 minutes at least of nonstop MJ. I always give you more. You know, it's...
You're giving.
You know, it's kind of like you love it when it happens at the deli where, you know, you order a pound of something and it comes out to be a pound 1, pound 2, and you're like, no, I only want a pound. And then they'll lift some pieces off, weigh it, and then print the label and then put the extras back on.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's always great when you get a deli person that does that. But also, what about when you order the half pound or the pound and it's always over? How much money are the supermarkets at the deli? How much extra they make in a year around the country when you only order a pound and, it's a pound, 1 or 2. Is that okay?
You got to put a book of matches under the lever.
And then
What are you trying to say? I'm trying to screw you.
No, but a lot of people probably, they're embarrassed. They don't want to cause a scene. Okay, it's all right.
Just
But
let it go.
How many, like, billions of extra dollars are people spending every year at the deli?
Billions.
At the deli,
Yeah.
it has to be with the overage that you don't want. But
It's a racket.
But it is.
It's a gabagool racket.
It's a deli gabagool racket. Absolutely, 100%. All right, 7:29 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, speaking of food, I took some blueberries back to Publix.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, listen, it's
The
not
tasteless ones?
Yeah. Oh my God. I posted a video. It's hey Andrew, did you pull the audio from my blueberry video? You know what, Fester, bring up my Instagram quickly.
Yeah.
How's that possible? Those things are so tart.
No,
Are you
no.
telling me your pinch test didn't work out
No,
for
no,
you?
no,
Taste
no,
test.
no. The pinch test is different. I don't taste test. I don't want to. I want to wash my blueberries.
Right. But if you pinch, isn't that
No,
going to be a good indicator?
No, not at all. A pinch is for the firmness.
Oh.
Folks, I'm a blueberry weirdo. Okay, I love blueberries. And Fester, just get ready to reset that so I can play the audio from the beginning. I mean, I love blueberries, but I will not buy a mushy blueberry. So I will kind of fondle. I'll touch the blueberries in the store. Oh, and if they think they can put little tape on it to keep me out, nope,
Not you.
not me. I'm going in, man. We're going in. And I've got to test the blueberry because I got to have a firm, crisp blueberry. So when you bite into it, it's a snap. It's it's like a little crunch. The worst thing in the world, I'm telling you right now, worse than Jeffrey Dahmer, mushy blueberries. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. So I got some blueberries that were very, very firm, and they were grown in the United States. So I know we've got Florida blueberries now and, other, I guess, areas maybe growing blueberries. During the non-growing months, the blueberries have been coming from Mexico, South America, Peru, and some other places in South. And they've been pretty good. So I pick up 2 containers of blueberries earlier this week. And I get them home. They passed the firm field test. I felt them up in the store. I was fondling those globes.
Pinching and
I was pinching.
Yep, prodding.
Yep. And I get them home. I wash the blueberries. I put them in my mouth, and they were like gelatinous orbs of Zippo.
Ew.
I mean, nothing.
No flavor.
I thought maybe I came down with COVID times 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this, a delayed reaction here? And what's going on? So there was no taste. I mean, I had to go try something else to make sure my taste buds didn't fall off. I bought these blueberries. They were flavorless. Zero. So I brought them back to Publix, and Publix is good. They have the satisfaction guarantee. I mean, you could tell you what, you could eat a whole steak, bring back the gristle, and say, yeah, I did like this. Here's some gristle. They'll give
Gotta
you
eat a gristle.
So I brought the blueberries back, and they gave me they said, hey, you going to do some additional shopping? I said, yeah, I am. So I just got the little $10 gift card. But the blueberries were $5 a piece. So
A blueberry?
I'm not shelling out $10 for blueberries that taste like nothing. Folks, when I tell you these blueberries had zero taste, I mean, it was like somebody scraped my taste buds off with a belt sander. It was zero taste whatsoever. All right, Fester, reset my video. I just want to play a little bit of it. Here, all right, listen.
Shopping with MJ. Has anyone experienced this? These are blueberries that have zero flavor. I mean, nothing. So I felt them, I fondled them, I molested them in the store. They were firm, they were in decent shape, but zero. I mean, zero flavor.
All right, so
Can we ISO that part? I molested them in the store.
Yeah, I mean, we can use that as evidence.
And you know what? I need to bring up the Target story again that we did late in the show yesterday. Little warning coming up. So I brought them back to Publix, and no issue. They gave me a little gift card with $10 on
What'd
it.
they say?
And no,
What'd you say?
I said, hey, I want to bring.
Have any taste?
That's what I said. I went up to the Publix customer service counter.
Did she taste it?
I offered it to her. I said, hey, taste it.
She doesn't know if you've tainted them. She can't do
Taste
that.
one right now, and she's like, "Nah, I don't think
You
so."
injected them with fentanyl.
But she was horrified. She was like, "No taste, that's terrible." And then she scans them. Oh, they were $5. Oh, damn right. So she was like, she couldn't believe they were $5 because it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And gave me the money right back. That's Publix. I mean, if
Nice.
something
They're the
doesn't
best.
meet your satisfaction, they'll give you your money back.
It really is a pleasure.
And there were no flavor whatsoever. So I don't know how many people experience this.
How is that
But
possible?
Some of these blueberries out there now just have no flavor. I hope the Mount Dora Blueberry Festival, which is coming up next weekend, I hope the berries there have some flavor.
No, it's Tasteless Fest.
You know what you are, MJ?
I'm Flavor Flav. What?
You are a bluebophile.
A what?
A bluebophile.
Oh, a bluebophile.
Instead
Yeah,
of a,
you molest
Yes.
blueberries.
Hey,
You're a bluebo.
where's my Target story? You know, I want to bring this back up. We talked about this. Oh, this is awful. We talked about this on yesterday's show, but it was late in the show. And I even said, I think I want to bring this back up again. And this has come up on the show in the past many, many times over the years. But I think that it's worth bringing back up to warn folks that there are cretins out there. There's a guy by the name of Thomas Elliott, 21 years old, and a volunteer at Eastern Elementary School
Oh, boy.
in North Carolina has been pinched, busted, arrested for shooting video up a woman's skirt in a Target. She was the unfortunate target here, and the woman, somebody else in the store saw what this guy was doing and snapped a picture.
I think she felt that he at one point was too close to her.
Right.
And she got very suspicious of this guy.
But
so-
somebody captured this. This woman was looking at the bottom shelf in a Target store up in North Carolina, and she's, kind of crouched down wearing a skirt, and this 21-year-old cretin, this sicko, this Thomas Elliott, walks by her, crouches himself, puts his cell phone right behind her, and shoots video or takes pictures up her skirt.
Ew.
So there's video. There's video. Somebody saw this and started rolling video and captured what he was doing.
You know how...
And then confronts him. Do you have the roll this back?
This is from Inside Edition.
Yeah. Inside Edition. Listen to this. This is
That
unbelievable.
creepy guy is about to target the woman crouching by the children's bookshelf. Watch as he slips his phone beneath her skirt.
Excuse me, what are you doing? No, I just saw you put that underneath her dress.
But another shopper confronts him.
You absolutely did. Then show me your phone. No, we're going to call security.
He claims he was shopping for children's books because his sister is pregnant, but neither woman is buying it.
You've been extremely close to me this whole time. Please show me your phone.
No.
I really promise I wasn't
No.
trying to do anything inappropriate.
You've been busted, you sicko.
Listen, I'm not like that.
Oh, yes, you are.
You are. I literally have it on video. I knew you were up to no good.
Despite his denial,
I mean, put the phone right under her butt and is shooting video up her skirt.
Sounds like acting.
Anyway,
I was thinking the same thing. Is that real?
I thought it was a reenactment.
Yeah.
It seems really stilted.
Excuse me, but...
dude,
what are you doing?
I knew that's what you were doing.
Here's the guy's mugshot. He was arrested. Cops were called, and he was arrested at this Target up in North Carolina.
She must be in acting school or something.
Yeah.
It was in Greenville, North Carolina is where it happened.
Stop right there,
Greenville,
pervert.
Yeah.
Halt.
Guys, it's a real story.
That story's so fake.
It's a real story.
Is that woman pregnant?
No, we don't know.
The one
It
who's
doesn't say.
I saw a
bent
video.
down?
MJ, I saw a YouTube video
Yeah.
of a guy and his wife were at the airport, and the guy was jacked, a big guy, and he thought this guy was took a picture of his wife's butt, and he confronted the guy, and he goes, "Give me your phone," and he went through, and the guy had like 100 pictures of the girl's butt on his phone. Like he was scrolling, it was just like 100 of them.
Hey, Froggy, speaking of butts.
I love it.
Speaking of butts and you earlier in the week, I had several people send me DMs or an email.
About how good my butt looks?
Well, they want to know, did your kids see the picture of Daddy pressing his butt against the studio glass door here
Listen.
at Q105?
My kids know what I do in the morning, okay? So they understand that Daddy plays a character.
Daddy's an actor.
Daddy plays a character on the show
Did
named
your
Froggy.
wife, Kim, see your butt pressed up against our glass door?
Yeah, she thought it looked good.
All right,
Made
folks.
her horny.
Stop it.
Yeah, we had a good
All right,
night.
so
That
here-
big red rash you got going on?
I don't have a red rash.
Dude,
You're just jealous because your fat ass
you
is
need-
nothing.
Dude, you have
ointment.
You
Listen.
have diaper. You
No, I
exactly-
don't have
you
all
do
right.
have diaper
I
rash.
might be going through a man baby phase.
You have diaper rash, Fester. You need ointment.
Yeah,
You need
Froggy,
Desitin,
don't
man.
defend-
Kim
don't-
didn't change me.
Don't attack me because of your poor habits.
Do you
I don't
guys,
have. You don't wipe the outside of your butt.
did you just let it
doing?
slip that
All
you
right,
and
I
Kim
just
do?
dumped that.
What are we doing?
I don't need that on the air,
Yeah.
Froggy.
What are we doing? You're making fun of my butt.
We're not making fun of your butt.
Did you let it slip that you and Kim do like baby?
Yeah,
skits?
I do man baby stuff.
All right, will you stop it? All right, here.
I have a crib.
Here, all right. I gotta
This
reel
is
this
terrible.
in. I gotta reel this in.
This is
All
as bad as his butt
all right,
rash.
all right. Now here's the deal. Earlier this week,
Not cool.
Froggy was a little out
It
of
was.
hand.
I was saying a little macaque joke.
All right. Well, because we're talking about the macaque monkeys, the rhesus monkeys up in the Silver Springs National Forest, whatever the heck it is. Because there was a story that the monkeys in Silver Spring, it's right near the Ocala National Forest, that the monkeys have monkey herpes, and they're macaque monkeys. And then Froggy just was getting a little out of hand with that. So I had to have him exit the studio.
What did I do so bad?
Because I had to dump you 2 times.
I mean, you were
And-
going overboard with the macaques.
And the dump here, we've got 10 seconds of dump. I hit the button once, it dumps 5 seconds.
10 seconds of what?
I hit the button twice, I get 10 seconds of the show dumped. And I had to dump you twice. That means we were completely flying without a net with no delay. So I had to throw you out of the studio because I couldn't control what you said. And so we throw Froggy out, and he goes outside. We've got a big glass panel on our studio door, and Froggy proceeds to drop his shorts and press his butt cheeks against the picture is on my Instagram.
It was supposed to just be for Fester.
Go take a look,
Thank
folks.
you.
If you haven't seen it, the picture of Froggy's butt with diaper rash is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. You know what? I'm calling Kim.
I'll tell you how I got the rash.
I don't want to know how you
I
got
was
the rash.
butt tanning.
All right.
Dude, you're making me angry. I'm gonna. You see this hole they just fixed? I'm gonna put another hole in there.
yeah, so after
I'm making him angry.
years, they've decided to spackle the holes that we put in the walls
Yeah.
of the studio.
Yeah, I'm about to reopen them.
Yeah.
That butt of yours.
Why you gotta talk trash about my butt? What is your problem?
Where's your wife? Why
At
are
least
you not picking up
at
the
least I
phone?
have one.
At least you have a need for ointment.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Your wife's phone has been disconnected. What
No,
is-
you misfingered.
I did not misdial. 813.
I mean, you misdialed.
I did not misdial.
I like misfingered better.
I did not misdial. I know how to dial your wife's number.
Hello.
Oh, maybe I did misdial.
Nah.
Okay. Hey, Kim, it's MJ and the crew live here on Q105. Good morning.
Good morning.
She's probably with the kids right now.
Kim, did you drop the kids off at school yet?
Nope, they're still in the car. Say hi. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
They
guys.
know what Daddy does.
hey, let me ask Luke and Max, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Did you see Daddy's butt on the glass door of the studio?
Yes, I did. Yeah, he did. I did, I think.
Do you have any thoughts about that?
No.
No thoughts.
Pretty good looking butt, huh?
No. I mean, no.
What would you recommend for Daddy's diaper rash? Hey, Kim, are you okay with Froggy pressing his butt cheeks against our studio door?
I mean, not really. I would just open Instagram and I was like, why is my husband's butt on the internet?
Listen, I've done more embarrassing things around here.
Yeah,
The picture, I haven't seen this angle. Fester just pulled up a picture on our Facebook page. That one looks better than the one on your picture.
Yeah, it
MJ.
does actually. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Hey, Kim, though, you got to admit, it looked pretty good, huh?
Oh, no. Anyway,
Oh, man. It was awesome.
Oh, man.
The image is on my Instagram. It's Certified MJ Radio, or there's even better shot on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page, which Fester maintains that one.
Huh.
Yeah, Fester, you got a better, quicker angle. Yeah, you're kind of head on. I'm a little off to the side.
Oh, I got
through the computer monitors.
I got a really good view.
Max.
They just got out of the car.
Oh, never mind.
What are we going to say to Max?
I was going to tell him to tell everybody how we watched the end of Goodfellas.
Oh, great. All right, Kim. Your husband is pressing his butt cheeks against the studio door.
Relax?
We should play that Sir Mix-a-Lot song, Put Him on the Glass.
MJ, you do embarrassing stuff every day.
Listen, I'm just saying that.
Good.
That was meant to be a joke to Fester, and you invaded my privacy.
But it's like an HR issue here. It's like.
Good, fire me.
All right. Hey,
no, don't.
Hey.
I think the HR issue is you taking a picture of it and posting it on Instagram.
Oh,
That's in a
maybe.
that's in a public domain. It's public space.
No, it is not.
Guess what?
Permission to do that?
No, he didn't.
Kim, I'll tell you right now, your husband puts his butt up on our studio glass door. He has no expectation of privacy.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
All right. Hey, Kim, always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, guys.
Kim,
All right, Kim,
get Michael P. New on the line. That's my lawyer. He'll take care of this.
All right. Kim, have a great weekend. Thank you.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Kim, Froggy's wife. A couple of local items I want to discuss. What time is it? 7:45. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna shock everybody, and then I'll get into a couple of local things. Did you see that jewelry heist that we're just finding out about? This is crazy. It's like something out of like Ocean's 11 or something. There was a jewelry heist in South Tampa on West Shore that is insane. Over $1 million. Hang on, get to that in a second. Why were you going, Fester?
Because I thought
is that your
when you said you were going to surprise everybody, I thought
I thought that was your COPD or something or whatever that. Go ahead.
I thought for once,
Yeah.
you're going to be on time and actually deliver what you promised.
I am. I'm doing it right now.
What was it like worst wedding gift in the world or something?
Yeah, 7:45. Yeah.
Worst wedding gift.
Yeah, I heard it during the Gino show.
Yeah. I did a promo yesterday. I did a promo coming up at 7:45 this morning. The worst, most grotesque wedding gift you've ever heard of. Now, I don't know if this is real. I mean, they seem to have the story to back it up. It's pretty nauseating. Newlyweds received a disgusting wedding gift.
Can we guess?
I mean, is it like a fruitcake or something?
Well, no. One of her husband's groomsmen apparently saved all of his toenail clippings.
What the?
What are you laughing at, Froggy?
Because this is something like one of my friends would do.
One of his groomsmen saved all of his toenail clippings and glued them together.
Oh.
And gave them like
a necklace?
Well, no, it's like just like a centerpiece made out of toenails.
Disgusting.
Yes, it's disgusting.
That is so. That's like the Hopa the guy made in that one movie, Meet the Parents.
Yeah, the bride and the groom received this nauseating wedding gift from a groomsman seeking some playful revenge. They shared the picture. They shared the story on social media. I wish this was a joke. This is the grossest wedding gift I could even fathom, and it's on my kitchen table. Yeah. The bride posted this on Facebook, I guess in a Facebook bridal planning group on Facebook, and that one of her groomsmen's, one of her friends, one of her husband's groomsmen gave them this gift. It was a little paperweight centerpiece of all of his old glued toenails.
I used to know a guy who did that.
No, you didn't.
Is there a photo?
I swear to God I did.
Come on.
And he also used to save his Q-tips in like a drawer.
Oh, will you stop?
Yeah, okay.
By the way,
I just came up with that.
By the way, that reminds me of like the filling in a Fig Newton.
The Q-tip wax?
The earwax.
Oh, I'm so hungry right now.
I'm so sorry, Roxanne.
Roxanne's gagging.
Gag.
So is
That
there
is a real gag.
is there a photograph of this toenail art?
Yeah.
I only see the written part. I don't see the photo of the paperweight.
I did not. I thought she posted on the Facebook group, but that is disgusting, man.
I bet you it smelled.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's a real story or if it's just a fake story. I don't know.
That's how I want to get attention.
All right, a couple of items here. You might have. I tell you, the news went gaga on this yesterday. Every Fox 13, News Channel 8, ABC Action News, Tampa Bay's 10, St. Pete Times, or Tampa Bay Times now. Everyone going gaga, news media. Oh, the city council in Tampa approved the West Shore project. You know, the plan is to knock down the bulk of West Shore Plaza. West Shore Plaza Mall at Kennedy and West Shore Boulevard, and then redevelop the whole thing and turn it into an even larger kind of town center like Midtown.
You know, we need another one of those?
Well, that's the plan. But they're going to build like a couple of thousand, apartment and housing units in there. There's supposed to be like some kind of medical rehab center, all kinds of new shopping, new restaurants. It's a whole development that they have planned. And the news media yesterday, they're going gaga, and here's the plan. This is what's going to happen. Folks, the original company that was going to back this financially pulled out. It's my understanding that they don't even have financial backing for this yet.
So they approved a plan that has no money behind it?
Yeah, I mean, did city council know this? So it's my understanding that the original developer that was going to put in like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars was a company called Lincoln Properties. And Lincoln Properties apparently pulled out of the deal. So it's my understanding they don't have the backing at this point.
Yes, Lincoln Properties was like, 7 years ago, backed out of this property investment.
You sound just like Abe.
Yeah. All right.
So what's going to happen?
So the developer
The whole deal got shot in the back of the head.
But hang on a minute. The developer is an Ohio-based company. It's the Washington Prime Group that owns West Shore Plaza.
So Lincoln was originally going to do it.
No.
And it was owned by Washington.
So Washington Prime owns it now,
right,
out of Ohio. But Lincoln, I think out of Georgia maybe, they were going to dump all the money into it, and they pulled out. So anyone that thinks that this redevelopment of West Shore Plaza is imminent, this is going to, if it happens, it's going to be years and years. Plus, they have leases that go for years.
There's a new company, Madison, that's going to buy it.
No, we should consult Teddy Roosevelt.
Listen here, Lincoln. My name is George Washington, and I won't allow this.
Because we have Washington Prime and Lincoln.
Yes.
I won't allow it, nor my wooden teeth.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Martin Van Buren.
MVP, hello.
It's Clinton Financial.
Yes.
I'd like you to talk to my assistant, Monica.
Clinton, that's...
Yes, Monica will help you through everything
that
here.
financial company blows.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that Clinton Financial or Lewinsky Financial?
I don't make
Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
I don't make Monica Lewinsky jokes. But she was a victim.
But the story is the news media went gaga, and they're missing a major component to the story
Right.
that I don't think there's the financial backing right now. They have to find new money to build this thing because Lincoln, the original money to redo all of West Shore, they pulled out of the deal like a month ago or something. I mean, that's the information that I have.
The information I have is Chester Allen Arthur is working on a group. So.
Ben Franklin's in the tub with another prostitute.
But hey,
He was never president.
attention, local Tampa Bay news media. If you want to know the real deal, call me first.
Yeah.
All right, and then Tampa City Council. Did you know that the money to back that whole deal pulled out? That's my understanding. Listen, I support the project. But they got to get traffic in order. The problem is that traffic is a mess. The amount of cars backed up at 4:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock on West Shore and Kennedy, backed up going down south on West Shore, waiting to turn left onto Kennedy to head toward the Veterans. My God, the traffic is horrific. And then you put maybe a couple of thousand housing units in there.
Yes.
What's going to happen to traffic then?
That is very true. Very Truman.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I got more.
That great presidential history
He
lesson
loves
today.
presidents.
That's enough.
Hey, everybody, just cool it. Coolidge.
All right, just stop. But listen, I think the project could be very, very nice, but you got to address the traffic issues. And, listen, FDOT's going to have to get involved.
No question.
The traffic is already horrific. And listen, West Shore is a failed mall at this point, and the traffic is still out of control. And it's a failed mall.
FDOT, FDR.
All right, we
all of them. It's going to be very harding to pull it off.
Any way you slice it, if this happens, I think it's like 10 years. I think it's a 10-year project.
It's 4 score and 7. Yeah.
It's going to take 4 score and 7 years to build that thing.
But hang on a minute. There's an original rendering and drawing and plan that was going to be the Lincoln-backed money. But who's to say when they find new money, if they do, that they're going to want to do that? It could be a whole different design.
Maybe they can get a grant.
All right, we just stop. Stop with the presidential crap.
But I just look at you and I think nothing but Taft.
Who they had to put a bigger bathtub in the White House. Seriously,
reinforce my tub
because Taft could not fit in the bathtub
when he had to back that Taft up.
They had to put a bigger bathtub in because Taft couldn't fit in the White House. Seriously,
there we go.
But listen, very, very seriously here. Is the project going to happen? How long? But local news yesterday, they're going crazy. Oh, everything's going to get demolished at West Shore Plaza except for the Macy's and the parking garage next door to Macy's.
Did you say that West Shore Plaza is owned by an Ohio group?
Yes.
Cleveland.
Wow, you are on a roll.
Next. And speaking of the West Shore area, speaking of the West Shore zone, I don't know why this took so long to come out, but there was a jewelry heist right off of Lois, right near West Shore, right in the West Shore kind of district. This is crazy, and we're just finding out about this. That Tampa police have been on this case since the beginning. This is over a month ago. This is like March 2nd. That this happened. A woman was robbed of $1.3 million in jewelry.
Oh, my God.
This is a crazy, crazy story. So TPD, they're on the hunt for these jewelry thieves who, according to the police report, ripped this woman off to the tune of $1.3 million in fine jewelry as she was getting situated in her hotel room at the Hilton Hotel on Lois. Lois, that's very close to the International Plaza, actually, off of, Boy Scout. And according to the Tampa police warrant, and wait till you hear this, this gets even progressively more bizarre and like a total Ocean's 11 plot.
Did she not use the little safe that's in the ironing closet in the room?
According to the Tampa police warrant, this happened on the evening of March 2nd. This woman took an Uber to the Hilton, maybe from Tampa International, I don't know. When she got to the Hilton, to check in, there were 4 suspects that had black masks on, and they surround her. They bum rush her. They're screaming, and this is all in the Tampa police report that just came out. Get down! Get down on the ground! They stole her luggage, and inside the luggage, $1.3 million in fine jewelry, apparently. How did they know this?
Yeah,
Now,
they must have known.
Oh, this had to be an inside job. I don't know whether they knew her. I don't see where, is she a traveling like jewelry rep? Do you remember there was a case, guys, it was a couple of years ago, there was like this jewelry show in Northern California, and remember there was like $8 or $10 million in jewelry.
The armored car got heisted.
Yes. So there was a jewelry show up like in the San Francisco area, San Jose, and the show was then moving, I think, to Anaheim or L.A. or Pasadena or something, and this major jewelry operation hired an armored car to take the jewelry from Northern California to Southern California. They stopped at like a Denny's or something, or a Pilot, gas station truck stop, and the armored car was busted into, and the thieves, while the security guys with the armored car company. Oh, do you have the story?
$150 million in jewelry.
Oh, I thought it was like 8 or 10 million. Yeah, FBI investigating $150 million jewelry heist from a Brinks truck traveling from San Mateo County to Southern California. This is from last July 18th of 2023. Yeah, and they had pulled off to like have dinner, and the truck was...
Somebody must have followed them, right?
Well, exactly. Waiting for an opportunity. You know, I've heard these stories before where thieves, they'll watch a jewelry person, or they'll pay attention to like a Hasidic diamond guy on 42nd Street in Manhattan and learn the patterns, and then hit him on the street, grab the briefcase, make their way off with diamonds and everything. I mean, this is a dangerous game, man. It's terrible. And then here we have this case locally, and I didn't even get to the craziness. I mean, it's already crazy enough that they ripped this woman off allegedly for $1.3 million. But according to TPD, and I guess they were able to look at security footage and put this case together, they're still trying to find the suspects. But listen to how bizarre this jewelry heist gets after they ripped the lady's suitcase off with the $1.3 million in jewels. According to TPD, the suspects at the Hilton on Lois in South Tampa, they drove away in a Honda Pilot. A half a mile away, they dumped the Honda Pilot and got into a Mazda CX-9. A mile after they drove the CX-9, they dumped that and they got into a blue Dodge Caravan. I mean, this is crazy. This is such a planned event right on Lois in South Tampa near International Plaza. What was that? Oh, the Cash Kitty. I hope the Cash Kitty doesn't get boosted by these guys. Ooh. You imagine the Cash Kitty is loaded with money.
Yeah, carrying all that grand.
All right, so hold on. I'll give you the Cash Kitty word here in just a second. So cops found the silver Mazda CX-9 that had Illinois plates. That vehicle was dumped on East Newsom Road in Plant City. By the way, Michelle and I are going to be in Plant City a little later today enjoying us some Fred's Marketplace buffet because we're heading out to Lakeland to get Michelle's shoes from Jim McFarland, the America's Cobbler. So we're going to have some cobbler at the buffet at Fred's and then go get the shoes from the cobbler. Or maybe we'll get the shoes first, then go. Yeah, but we'll be out in Plant City. So is this crazy?
It's nuts.
Now, we don't know. Once they dumped the vehicle in Plant City, I guess the TPD didn't say what they transferred it to next, but there was an AirTag. An AirTag was in the woman's luggage, and that started pinging around Kissimmee. And at this point, these guys are gone. And the investigation is on. Happened March 2nd, and we're just finding out about it now because clearly TPD has been diligently investigating behind the scenes and probably trying to work all leads before you tip off the bad guys that you're onto them.
Clearly.
I mean, how much planning to have all these vehicles lined up to dump, move to the next one, dump, move to the next vehicle. That's some Ocean's 11 stuff right there. Only thing missing, a bunch of Mini Coopers, right? Was that Ocean's 11 with the Mini Coopers? Was that? Oh, was that?
I can't remember.
That was the Italian job.
The Italian
That was the Italian job. Yeah. All right, let's do the Cash Kitty. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Meow.
Yep. Cash Kitty. This hour's word is raffle. RAFFLE. This hour's word is raffle. Text the word raffle nationwide to 45911 right now. So text the word raffle. That's this hour's exclusive word. Text the word raffle to 45911 before 8:15 for a shot at $1,000 cash, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myq105.com. Was it the shipping? Yeah, we think it was the shipping. Had to be the shipping. That's why. That's why you didn't go through with it. It had to be the shipping.
Okay.
Any idea what I'm getting at? Come on, guys. I've given you some clues. By the way, yes, it was the shipping. You're 100% right. I almost shipped my pants when I saw the shipping. Come on, guys. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
I just don't know.
I went online.
Yeah.
And I know this has happened to many people listening right now. Went online. I made cacio e pepe last week. Luigi from Trattoria Pasquale gave me this really good pecorino, and I made an awesome cacio e pepe, just perfect.
Oh, MJ, here's a very good pecker.
I'll tell you right now that most restaurants that make cacio e pepe, most of them screw it up. I mean, it just, and a lot of restaurants don't have cacio e pepe on the menu because it's so simple ingredient-wise, but it's difficult to make and get it right. All it is the pasta, the spaghetti or bucatini. It's the pecorino.
Oh, God.
It's the pasta water, and it's toasted peppercorns that you smash up. That's cacio e pepe, and it's delicious. It's fantastic. But so many screw it up. So I was shopping for some. I like to play around with different cheeses, but the point is the shipping. So I found a cheese that I wanted to try, and the cheese was not that expensive. The cheese was actually, for the pound, it was coming in at like $12 for the pound of Italian cheese, the pecorino. I go to check out, and the shipping is $21 or $22 on an $11 block of cheese. Jeez. So the $11 block of cheese turns into like a $34 order.
Jeez.
And it was in, see, what'd you say?
Cheese.
Jesus.
Cheese Louise.
Jesus. All right. So I was in the checkout area, and I'm like, no way. I'm not paying, $11 worth of cheese and $34 delivered. No way. So I abandoned, I had my name and the address, the shipping and the email address and everything. And then guess what? The next day, I get an email from the company, and it was like, you still have an item in your cart. We see you didn't complete your checkout. Was it the shipping?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it was the shipping.
So they've obviously heard that before.
Oh, clearly.
I shipped my pants when I saw the shipping.
That's exactly what I did. So I want to try. Let me see if I can find the, here we go. From Artisanal Premium Cheese. Hey, my name. Hey, Todd. Your shopping cart at Artisanal Premium Cheese has been reserved and is waiting for your return. Was it the shipping? It was probably the shipping. and then they offer me a discount on the shipping. Use the coupon SHIPBREAK to get an additional 10% off your order just to help offset the shipping.
What was that, $2?
Like $3 off.
$3?
But still, it was the shipping. I'm not going to pay 3 times, the cost of the cheese or 2 times the cost of the cheese for the shipping. For crying out loud. So I wonder how many people listening have had that as well, where you go to order something online, you check out, and the shipping is just through the roof, and then you walk away. And these e-commerce websites, they know who puts stuff in a basket. I'm sure they get a report every day of carts or, the online checkout that's been filled, but not
processed.
Not processed,
Yeah,
or
right.
not fulfilled, or not consummated. And they know, I'm sure that 50, 60, 80% of the people that walk away, it's because they see the calculated shipping charge at the end, and they just walk away. Now, I want to bring up something from Chipotle again. And I think we've talked about Chipotle more this week than we have in the last 2 years. But there is an individual that's claiming that if you're a woman, you get a smaller filled burrito bowl at Chipotle than if you're a guy.
That happens to me a lot. Not at Chipotle, but you know what I feel like happens a lot?
Yeah.
Doug always orders a salad. Always, always, always.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's just a Caesar salad, or it's a Caesar salad with salmon. And then I usually order a hamburger with cheese and bacon. And they always bring him my burger and try to give me the dainty salad. And I think that's what this is about, right?
Yep.
Same kind of, assumptions.
Oh, is it portion size or
Yeah,
or,
that's what
or
he's talking about.
Or is it missing up meals?
Uh-huh.
I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Well, you're talking about portion. Two people ordering the same dish get different portions.
The woman is saying that as a woman, she feels that if you go to Chipotle and you're ordering a bowl, that you're getting less if you're a woman than if you're a man.
So the server's assuming you're a dainty little eater.
Right. So she's got a hack. She's got a trick to getting a fuller bowl at Chipotle.
What does she say? Oh, I'm getting it from my boss.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I'm asking. I don't know.
My big burly boss.
Here's the deal. She, when she orders online, and I guess this has happened to her in person, but also when ordering for either delivery or pickup, she says that whenever she puts a male name on the order, that the burrito bowl or the bowl at Chipotle is filled more than if it was with her female first name on the order.
See, I don't think that's just a Chipotle thing. I think that happens a lot.
So you believe this?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
All right, well,
I'm a believer.
Me too.
Very conspiratorial. Anyway, this woman put up a video online on various social media outlets. It has millions of views so far. And she's saying that Chipotle employees are more inclined to give you a larger portion if they think that you're a man versus a woman. Any thoughts on this?
So she orders a burrito online and puts her name. What does it give her first name?
She orders the bowls.
Okay, so she orders a bowl.
Yeah.
And she puts
Jewel.
She put Jewel on
Yeah.
there, and it weighs 10 ounces. Then she goes back, orders the exact same thing,
Jimbo,
and puts Jimbo, puts a guy's name,
bigger bowl,
and it comes back at 12.5 ounces.
Hooah, bigger bowl.
I believe it.
Yeah. Let's grab some calls on this. Any thoughts? Did we provoke or did we prod any response out of you, the MJ Morning Show listener? Or, hey, have you been in the food service industry? Do you think there's anything to food being a larger portion for a man versus a woman? And in this case, it's Chipotle. Do you think there's anything to this? Or do you have any story? Do you believe this is a thing, or is this just some kind of, juked up conspiracy theory or something?
No.
All right. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's grab some calls on this. I think it's fascinating. Just the thought of it. I wonder if it's really accurate, though. 800-990-1047. She's saying by putting her boyfriend's male name on the Chipotle order online, that a bigger portion is put together because it's a male name versus a female name. Agree or disagree? Any thoughts on this? All the lines are ringing. Festa, bring up the screener.
Hold on, I'm reading a story about Chipotle stock, which is almost $3,000 a share.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
MJ, I just thought of another example. Just happened to me.
Yep.
Miami Airport. Doug and I are going through like the buffet line, not buffet line, but where they serve you. We're getting like pork and rice. And I look at my pork that they put on my plate, and I have like a little thimble size, and then he has like a man portion. And I'm like, what? Why do you get to eat and I don't?
And Roxanne goes back and goes, I eat like a man.
Let's go to phones.
Feed me now.
How about, we got all men are screened so far. Hey, Andrew, finish screening. Every line is ringing. I'll start with Floyd. Floyd is in Tampa. Floyd, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, I was just wondering, what would happen if you put the name Pat in there?
Good question. That's funny. So, like, androgynous Pat, if they don't know if it's a male Pat or female, like Pat from SNL.
The computer would go, cannot compute.
Very funny, Floyd. Thanks for the call, buddy. I appreciate it.
Later.
All right, 800-990-1047. Let me grab Tina in Port Richey. Tina, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
All right, so at the Golden Corral out here in Spring Hill, every time we go, whenever my husband goes up to get the sliced meats, like the steak or the pot roast or prime rib, whatever they have, they give him a full-size portion, and I'll be one person behind him, and they'll give me half the amount.
Right, it's BS.
When I ask for it, when I'm like, well, can I get more? No, this is what you're allotted.
Yeah, you just plumped up his plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's unbelievable because I'm like, you just gave him twice as much. And they don't respond. They just walk away from you.
Brutal.
You should take that roast right off the spit and eat it like a cob of corn.
There you go. I would if there wasn't glass there.
I wonder, like, what happens, like, at, like, Texas Day Brazil or what's the other Brazilian, the one on Southdale Mabry? Is it Gaucho or something?
I have no idea. I just know the Texas Day Brazil.
I've been to Texas Day Brazil. I used to love Boizão. Remember Boizão?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I loved that was my favorite. Yeah, Boizão right across from International, and that's gone. But I heard Gaucho on Southdale Mabry is very good as well. So I gotta try that one at some point. Hey, Tina, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Good call. Wendy in Bradenton. A couple more calls on this, Andrew. Wendy, hi. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've recently had two experiences. One was at Chipotle, like you were saying. I was behind a male. He ordered the same thing I was ordering, and his bowl looked like something you could eat a couple times. It was huge. Then I go through, and mine is barely full.
Did you say something? Did you say, hey, I just watched the same order go through for the dude, and this thing was stacked, and, I got a bowl here that's half. Did you say something?
Nope, didn't say a word.
Why not? Come on, Wendy, you got to assert yourself.
I know. And then the other one was at Fresh Kitchen, which is a definitely a favorite of mine. And same thing happened. And mine looked like a kid's meal compared to his.
Yeah, you know what? I love Fresh Kitchen, and I didn't even want to say it, but I was thinking of them too. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
And, yeah.
Wendy, thanks for I appreciate it. But Wendy, if you learn one thing from me and the MJ Morning Show, say something. Open your mouth. Right. Don't get trampled on. Be assertive.
Well, I've got an idea to fake that I have my husband on the phone and be ordering like I'm ordering for him to see if they'll up it a little.
There you go. Wendy, thanks for listening to us. Appreciate it. Let's grab Tim in Crystal River. Tim, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Did I pick up the right line for Tim?
I don't know. Did you pick up line?
I need three for Tim. That was Ron I picked up. Tim, Crystal River, you're next. Hi, Tim.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I had two quick points. One was on the shipping thing. When I really want something and you put it in the cart and you get the shipping shock, I let it sit.
Oh, I like that shipping shock. Yeah, that's shipping shock. All right, go ahead.
I let it sit a few days, and they'll inevitably contact you with a coupon off because
Yeah, they gave me a coupon. So I got the email the next day. Oh, we noticed you have your cheese in the cart and you didn't check out. Was it the shipping? Yes, it was the shipping. My $11 cheese, the whole order with shipping came to $35 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it was the shipping. No, they offered me 10% off on the shipping.
Yep, exactly. They'll do it, and I do that.
But still, it would have taken my order from like $34.50 down to $31.50. I'm like, I don't think so, you know?
The other thing is with the portion size, when we go to a lot of, especially private restaurants, if my wife and I will order the same thing and they bring it to the table, they always give me the larger portion. You know, it's just, I don't know if it's a custom or it's like, hey, you're a man, you're bigger, you eat more. So some of it might be innocent and some of it might be corporate driven.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate it, Tim. Let me grab Ron, and then we're going to wrap it up with Denise. So, Denise, you're going to be the final call on this. Andrew, tell the other callers thank you, but we got to move on. I got a lot of stuff we got to get to. Ron in Largo. Ron, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, I've gone to Chipotle with my daughter, and we both order the same dish, and I would watch them make it, and hers would have less than mine. And when we get to the checkout, I would say, I didn't know you guys had a kids menu. They would be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's a kid-sized portion. I mean, we ordered the same dish.
I like that.
And then just to talk about that West Shore project, I think it's a big Roosevelt idea.
Big ruse.
It's going to happen
ruse.
on, Roosevelt.
All right, thanks, Ron. All right, Denise, final call on this. And then, remember, I did the Chipotle Uber Eats comparison on the show earlier this week. And listen, nothing against Chipotle on that. You know, Chipotle is a good product. But
why would they do that?
Why would they
Doesn't
do
make
it?
sense.
I think it's human error.
Well,
I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just like,
or is it subliminal?
Subconscious.
Or is it really true? I mean, I would love to put this to the test actually, and maybe like Roxanne, you get in line behind. Oh no, Fester and Roxanne go to Chipotle. Hidden camera investigation.
Yeah.
And let's see.
We have a little scale at the table.
You both order. No, you eyeball it, man. You both order the exact same burrito bowl.
Okay.
And Fester's gonna get like a mound, like a garbage dump, and then Roxanne's gonna get
a dainty scoop.
Little bitty scoop. Oh. All right, let me grab Denise. Last call on this. Denise Bradenton, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Hey.
I just want to call and let you guys know I love all of you, including Fester.
Thank you, I think.
And yes, I have noticed this when I go into restaurants with my boyfriend, whether it's Chipotle, Moe's, Fresh Kitchen, he always gets the bigger portion.
Yeah.
Ah. Interesting.
And I don't.
You know, if you're paying the same amount, you ought to get exactly the same.
For real.
Regardless of gender, you know?
And
I
size.
mean, what happens if Large Marge goes in, you know?
Yeah.
Right, I agree, and I don't say anything, MJ, because I don't eat as much as he does,
Right.
and I don't want to waste the food, but it is definitely happening.
You know, I'm going to be eating a little later today. Thank you, Denise. Have a beautiful weekend. So I said, we're going out to Lakeland later to get the shoes from Jim McFarland, America's Cobbler. You know, Michelle had like a dozen pairs of shoes that Jim brought back to life. So we're going to pick those up from Jim. And, of course, we're driving through Plant City, so we're going to stop at Fred's. So my dilemma today at Fred's Marketplace for lunch, am I going to go with the all-you-can-eat, which is like $16 or something? It's an unbelievable bargain. It's like, wow. Or do I go for just the single plate to kind of introduce some portion control on my Friday afternoon? What do you think?
It depends what kind of party you want to have.
Yeah.
You could fill that single plate up, or you could just get bent and go back. again.
Get buffet bent. That's a good term.
As long as I don't get bent while scuba diving, I'm just fine. All right. Tom Brady. A couple of sports things here. First of all, Tom Brady is now being accused of another NFL sham scam. This is like post-Bucks. But there is a report that Tom Brady did something while with the Buccaneers for the 2 seasons.
3.
3 seasons, that's right. For the 3, that was against NFL rules. Listen, Tom Brady, no stranger to controversy. What was the biggest? Probably what? Deflategate, right? The footballs, right?
Yeah, that was one. And then the cryptocurrency stuff.
I mean, that wasn't football related, though.
No.
But, all right. So what's this new one?
Listen to this. It is being said that Tom Brady had a bounty for players when he was QB with the Bucs. Not like the New Orleans thing. Remember the New Orleans deal where there was like a bounty if you really hurt an opposing player?
Yeah, dirty hit.
In a takedown, a tackle, a dirty hit, whatever. Remember that that was horrific. You know, try to hurt the other team's player as much as possible, and there was like a cash bounty if you put him out of commission.
Are you going to say the Ali Marpet thing?
Who's that?
Hold on. What do you think I'm going to say?
What, that he said he'd give his linemen $1,000 for every certain kind of play that went over. So why is that a bad thing?
Because it's against the NFL rules. You can't do that.
Oh.
So it's under the table. So apparently, Brady would have a deal with the starting offensive line and would say, hey, if you guys can get a screen to go more than 15 yards, I'll give you $1,000 cash each. That is for you guys, so every time that we get that, I'll be happy to make that payment. And apparently it happened numerous times throughout the season, but that is a no-no. It's breaking the rules. He violated the NFL rules against offering players extra money off the books.
Oh, please. It's part of the game.
Yeah, so instead he buys them Rolexes for Christmas. Big deal.
Hey, look, I'm just pointing it out.
Well, it's not like it's the Bounty Gate stuff in New Orleans was pretty bad.
That Tom Brady violated a rule that the NFL has while he was playing here in Tampa Bay. This has been the NFL on the MJ Morning Show.
It's pretty obvious he would do anything to win.
Yeah.
Pretty competitive guy.
Just a little bit.
Deflate the balls. Any edge he gets, man. I think it's smart.
And then one other sports item here. Oh, and the Lightning. Lightning, I guess they're going to drop the big playoff banner off the side of the building. I hope it's better than last year. Didn't they get like clobbered in the first round last year? And they were out pretty quick. Andrew, you're the hockey dude here. So last year the Lightning, they got eliminated very quickly in the opening of rounds of the playoffs, right? Andrew?
I have to look up to see how last year went.
Hold on, you can't remember. You're the biggest hockey nut in the room. And
I don't remember yesterday.
Yeah, it's all a blur after we're in a new season.
Anyway, so good luck. Go Lightning. Hopefully the Lightning can get further in the playoffs than they did last year.
Who do they play in the first round this year?
Stinking Panthers.
The Stinking Panthers.
Oh, the Florida Panthers.
So, all right. And then one other thing here related to it's not really hockey, but it's a hockey player. Andre Vasilevsky.
Dude, it's Vagisil. Get it right.
What is it?
Vagisilevsky. Duh.
You sure it's not a silent G?
It's not.
I've told you this
Hold
before.
on. There's no G in his name.
Froggy, say the name.
It's
Vagisilevsky.
It is not. It's Andre Vasilevsky.
It's foreign.
There's no Vagisil in his name, okay?
It's Ukrainian. Vagisilevsky.
There's no Vagisil.
Well, you should go to the doctor then.
Anyway, congratulations to Andre Vasilevsky. Congratulations. You see, he picked up a new home at Ballast Point in South Tampa, just up from MacDill Air Force Base.
We're congratulating the millionaire on his home purchase?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, listen, it's a new home for, Andre Vasilevsky
who cares?
is beloved, and he just bought an $8.5 million. I guess hockey pays well, right?
Yes.
It does.
He just bought an $8.5 million home.
All right.
I'll drop a turded hot foot in front of that thing.
All right, so 2-story single-family residence on Gordon Avenue, 5 bedroom, 6.5 bath, Bayfront, 5,196 square feet.
Oh, God, who cares?
Yeah.
We're going to congratulate him on buying a house.
Oh, look, it's another Jennifer Zales deal.
Oh, Jen and Lexi
Yeah.
Zales. Yeah,
Yeah.
her daughter. They're
Who?
Oh, that's her daughter?
Yes.
How old is Jennifer
She's
Zales? Looks
lovely.
like she's like 30. What is her
I know.
daughter, 9?
Yeah, they look great. Yeah, they both look great. They're
They
lovely.
look great.
Yeah, remember?
They're my friends.
Okay. Oh, they
Yeah.
look great.
Fester.
They're my
yes.
friends.
Hold on, what did you say?
Oh, they look great. Oh,
Well,
my
he
friends.
just commented on
Okay,
looks, and I said, yeah, they
I'm
look
mocking
great.
both of you. We're honoring
Anyway.
multi-bazillionaire hockey players who are
listen.
buying big houses.
Listen, I'm wishing him a nice move in. And Andre, if you need moving help, twocollegebrothers.com, smartest move you'll ever make.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I'll get you moved in at a great deal. They're going to handle all of your
No, it makes sense.
plaques and trophies. Everything's going to be beautiful. So, Andre, if you need a mover to move into the new home off of the Bayshore, just get a hold of me, MJ at mjmorningshow.com, and I'll hook you up with Two College Brothers Moving and Storage. Oh, and Andre, if you mention me, guess what? Two College Brothers is going to drop off.
Vagisil?
No!
What?
No free moving boxes.
Oh, I thought it was going to be boxes of Vagisil.
With the little tubes. I mean, they come in
Yeah.
little boxes.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of
We
them.
just stop. All right. So,
You know, you got vaginitis.
stop.
You got to take care of
Is
that.
that, is that a real thing?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. All right. I mentioned this earlier in the week. We just didn't get around to it, and I like it, so I'm going to get around to it now. That, and I don't know, are these lists real, or is this just to like put out press releases and get attention?
Yeah, I think.
I think that factors into this.
Yes.
But here in the Tampa Bay area, we made the top 10 list of the most forgetful Uber passengers in the country.
That's awesome. Why are people so distracted in Tampa?
I don't know.
Forgetful.
So
yeah, like leaving items.
yeah, leaving crap in the back
I
of the
got it.
Uber. Yeah, that's called distracted Uber passengering. So we are in the top 10. We're number 8. Yay! I'm Casey Kasem. We're counting them down. The most forgetful Uber passengers in the USA. And now we're up to number 8. It's Tampa. So number 8 in the nation with the most forgetful Uber passengers leaving crap in the Ubers. Coming in at number 10, it's Austin, Texas. Number 9, Denver, Colorado. Number 8, Tampa Bay. Number 7, Phoenix. By the way, they spelled Phoenix wrong in the story. We're on WFLA.com's website. They spelled Phoenix wrong. Number 6, you just can't get good help these days. Number 6, Orlando. Oh, they spelled Orlando wrong. No, I'm kidding. That's right. Number 6 is Orlando. Number 5 is Dallas. 4 is Houston. Coming in at number 3, it's Atlanta, Georgia. Number 2, it's Los Angeles, California. And the number 1 city in the USA for people leaving stuff in the Uber, it's Miami, Florida. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Yeah, so we're number 8. And would you like to know some of the most bizarre items that people have left in an Uber? Of course, Uber has compiled a list of this as well.
All right, lay it on me.
Should I?
Yeah, tell us.
Should I start at number 50? All right.
Was it like a phone?
These are all alleged items that people left in an Uber. 3 Japanese ceramic decorative cats, 1 gold, 1 black, 1 pink, all fist-sized.
Oh, that's a bad loss.
I could use a fist-sized ceramic cat.
A Jeep Liberty engine? What? For a Jeep Liberty vehicle?
How do you forget?
I have no idea.
This is dumb.
Listen to this. A poster of Hillary Clinton left in an Uber. A paternity test. Harry Potter wand engraved with the name Alexander left in the back of an Uber.
Oh, Alex.
Some lotion and my thong.
Oh, boy, we know what's going on with that.
Well, it's for the chafing, I'm sure,
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm thinking. Meditation crystals. Cardboard cutout of a panda left in an Uber. These are all ridiculous. A fake butt was left in an Uber. 3 feathers.
That's a sex toy.
A fart sensor. What is? I don't know.
I want that.
We could use one of those in here.
All right, Fester, can you Google that, please?
A fart sensor?
What is a fart sensor?
All right, let's see if we can buy one.
Come on.
It senses.
What is a fart sensor? Get out of here, fart sensor.
It's called the Delta.
Yeah. Why would you need that? If we all have noses.
Oh, boy. A Taylor Swift autograph framed. Did I see that, like, some new Taylor Swift things coming out and, like, everyone...
Yes, the Dead Poet Society album.
Teenage girls are, like, going, like, into anaphylactic shock today.
I don't think it's called Dead Poet Society.
They're Apple... What?
What's her album called?
It has to do with poets, but it's not like the movie.
Anyway, so what else? A spear and a furry foxtail, a massager machine, contraceptive Plan B from Costco. This is the list of stuff that people have left in Ubers.
All right, so a fart sensor is a real thing.
Is that? Are you serious?
Well, it's a gas detector, and if you put it close to your butt,
come on,
it'll give you a reading.
Don't you know? Don't you know?
But I think this is a monitor to see maybe if you have a natural gas leak in your home. Well, I guess it would be a natural
gas leak.
That is natural gas back there.
And this is more for SBD situations, Roxanne.
What is that?
Silent but deadly.
Oh, stop.
I like SBV, silent but violent.
I thought SBD was smelt but dealt.
Oh, that too. Hey, so I'm almost done with the list. Somebody left their pet turtle in the back of an Uber.
Poor little turtle.
Police grade handcuffs left in an Uber. Small rat skeleton. Somebody left.
He was left there for a while.
A jar of oysters. Let's go buy some new oysters.
Anything funny?
Well, hang on. Yes, actually, number 1 is very funny.
Okay.
Very, very funny. Ceramic cat is number 7. Number 6, a tray of meat pie.
Oh,
meat pie.
Eat that. That's a score.
Hold on. So you just said ceramic cat was number 7, but you started with 3 Japanese ceramic cats the size of my fist?
That was number 50. All right. So then we have number 5 is a Beyonce fold-up fan. What the hell is a Beyonce fold-up fan?
Probably pass them out at concerts.
Oh, man. And then number 4, 2 containers with spiders. Number 3, I left a leaf in your car that's much needed. Was what they put on the app of you left something in an Uber.
A leaf, huh?
I left a leaf in your car that's much needed. What? Number 2, hot sauce and a breathalyzer left in the back of an Uber. And coming in at number 1, the most bizarre or unique items, number 1, a frontal hair toupee.
A tube.
Oh, wow. So a frontal hair toupee, MJ, is primarily bangs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time. Maury's wigs don't come off, even underwater. And remember, Maury's wigs are tested against hurricane winds. So don't forget about money. You can afford a Maury wig, price to fit every budget. So call me now. And come in for a personalized fitting.
Until you get choked.
With piano wire or whatever.
It falls right off.
At 8:35 at the MJ Morning Show, why would anyone fall for one of these money scams online? I would love to know. Who the hell thinks they're really communicating with Aaron Rodgers, the football player, and send Aaron Rodgers money because he needs it?
Yeah, I'm sure he needs money.
Who falls for this stuff? Do you think I could ask for any imbecile to call us that has fallen for a money scam because they thought they were talking to a celebrity who needed money?
That might be a tough one.
This is insane. A guy who went by the fictitious name Aaron Rodgers, utilizing the real Aaron Rodgers photo, convinced women over months to give this dude all of their personal information, and then some of these women sent money to him, or they gave enough information to him where he was able to go get the money. utilizing their personal information. Who thinks they're communicating with Aaron? I don't understand. This is insane. Yeah, police went to one woman's home. This is in Trenton, New Jersey. And she told police that she met Aaron Rodgers on the messenger website Viber. What is Viber? Have you ever heard of Viber? V-I-B-E-R?
Viber.
Man, the crap that's out there, man, that I've never heard of.
Viber.
Is that a dating site? Viber? Oh, free and secure calls and messages to anyone, anywhere.
So you can communicate with people. It's not a dating site.
All right, so that's they must have communicated on that. And that's like all encrypted and what, end to end, and you probably can't find out. It's probably not traceable, right?
Except by Viber.
Probably what Al Qaeda and the Taliban are using these days.
Viber actually means confidential call in Taliban.
Yeah, there you go. But these women would send them driver's license, social security numbers, bank account information. Some women were actually, I guess, sending money to one of these an app, and then others would give this fake Aaron Rodgers all of their information. He was able to rob them electronically. I mean, who really thinks that they're cranking up a conversation with Aaron Rodgers? Who would give somebody they thought was Aaron Rodgers their social security number? Who does this? Makes no sense. It is crazy. That's I don't understand.
I mean, I'd give money to a fake Brett Favre, but not a fake Aaron Rodgers.
I'd give all my cash to a fake refrigerator Perry.
I'd give it to the real refrigerator Perry. He's still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
I'm not gonna look. I don't believe you.
I think he is.
That's a big man.
I got a question for you guys. Are you guys properly sterilizing your toothbrush every night?
Nope. Nope, it's just a big brush of fungus.
I heard about this. This is crazy.
There's a doctor that suggests that you scrub your toothbrush with soap and water every night.
Okay, doesn't the toothpaste have cleaning properties in it?
I don't think it has like disinfecting or antimicrobial properties, is I think what you might be sniffing at over there.
What if I dip my toothbrush in some Listerine? Wouldn't that kill everything?
I think so. I mean, well, the full strength stuff.
Yeah, I have the green Listerine that I use very occasionally.
Well, hold on. You got the...
I have the green. I don't have the antiseptic one. I have the green. I have the mint lip.
The one that used to come in that the paper cylinder. Remember that? Do they still do that? Does Listerine still... When I remember my grandfather used to have Listerine, and that stuff, man... That would strip paint off of a wall.
So
the original Listerine.
They don't make the brown tube anymore with the glass bottle, but it's all plastic bottles.
But you can still buy the original.
But I have like the green mint Listerine.
Yeah,
but it says antiseptic on it.
Yeah, but
it's a cool mint.
But the cool mint Listerine now, that's like child's play compared to the original Listerine.
Like turpentine.
Man, it would burn your gums out of your face.
Yeah.
That stuff.
You really felt
and
clean
it would kill everything, including your teeth and gums. It would really just clean everything up.
Didn't hurt your gums.
But this doctor says that the amount of bacteria and plaque buildup in your mouth that then ends up on your toothbrush, that you need to scrub your toothbrush with soap and water every single. How about what is the device that they use? Like the doctors, surgeons, they put the all of the like surgical tools go into that big heater. I think it's called like an autoclave or something.
Okay, I've never heard that word, but I'll take it.
I think it might be called an autoclave. That's what I need for the house. I need to put my toothbrush in an autoclave and have it melt out to like just a complete pile of blobbish.
Well, it is a thing. Autoclave.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think that's how they sterilize surgical tools. It's called an autoclave. So it sounds like some kind of a musical instrument from 1556, but it's not. It's a sterilizing device.
I have a blue light in my air conditioner that kills bacteria in the air.
Yeah, that's another racket.
What?
Oh, well,
yeah. I think you mean the UV light?
Yeah.
I think that's
with that UV light.
Listen. I believe that might be a racket.
Would that UV light kill anything on my toothbrush?
Toothbrush.
Hold my toothbrush.
Soak it in the toilet overnight.
There you go.
That's what I do.
Honey, this new
Anyway.
toothpaste tastes like crap.
You know
Heads
what
up.
they say? If you have any cockroaches in your house, they say cockroaches love toothpaste. So you better wash that sucker
Who's
good.
they?
They.
Who's
Cockroach people.
The cockroach gossipers.
Committee.
Committee.
I want to know who they is. That's,
Cockroach committee.
that's what I want to know.
Uh-huh.
So, Roxanne, you sent me an email that you woke up from a nap yesterday and you were so disoriented that for hours you didn't know what day it was or you didn't know where you were.
Yes.
Hours?
For 3 hours, I didn't know what day it was.
You know, I haven't.
Oh my God! I
What?
found a Reddit video
Told
of
ya.
a cockroach just going to town on a
Told ya.
toothbrush.
Oh, man, really?
That's a palmetto. That's a flying one.
That's a Florida deal right
What's
there.
he doing? Humping
Come
it?
here, look at it.
No.
Too lazy.
That's gross.
Looks like they have a tube of Colgate right next to it, and he's just this
All right,
this
let me-
roach is
let me-
loving it.
Let me get back on track. So, Roxanne, it has been a while since I've had that.
Oh, it's the worst.
You know, I used to have those every once in a while, but it's been years since I've had that disoriented nap wake up. You know what? I can't tell you the last time it happened, but it's probably been over 10 years, maybe 15 years. It's a while, but I have had those where you take a nap in the middle of the day.
Yes.
And you wake up and you're like, oh my God, what time is it? What day is this? And you think it's the next morning.
Yeah.
And you're like totally disoriented, but that has not happened to me. And I try to grab a nap every day, you know, especially when I was doing this morning show and then my afternoon show. You know, I was doing, 7 hours of original broadcasting every day for 22 years. And then all of the prep that goes with the individual shows. But I'm trying to remember the last time it happened. But I still try to grab a nap every day, but I have not had that disoriented wake up where you wake up from the nap. Let's say you're taking a 12 noon or a 1 o'clock nap. I have not had that in years and years and years, but it has happened where you wake up and you're like so zoned out. You don't know what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
You think that you just slept for like 15 hours and it's the next morning and you slept through dinner, you slept through your job. That's happened to me, but not for a long time. It happened to you yesterday?
It happened to me yesterday, and I slept through. I was going to have a chat with one of my girlfriends, and then I texted her, and I'm like, this is interesting. I texted her, oh, girl, I just woke up. I'm so out of it. I'm sorry I missed our call. I feel like I don't even know what day it is. And she hit me back and said, some people are still feeling the eclipse effects, and maybe you are solar sensitive.
What?
Solar sensitive. So I have to Google that.
You got solar burned.
Yeah.
I got solar, but I think it's just what you're talking about, MJ. I think it's just that phenomenon of like waking up and being.
But I would resolve the issue within like a few minutes. You're telling me you were in a freaky fog for hours?
I haven't been sleeping well this week at all.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
How long did you think it was a different day, or how long were you in a fog yesterday?
A couple of hours. I thought it was Wednesday. For a couple of hours, I thought it was Wednesday.
Did you drive? Did you go? Did you pick
Bruce
up
Willis.
I know, right? But I will have to say something I normally do on a Tuesday happened on a Wednesday instead. So that kind of threw me off because I knew that I did so I was like, oh, I did that yesterday. So today must be Wednesday. But I got it together, and I don't know. Maybe early onset dementia. Yikes.
Yeah.
Or solar sensitivity.
Hey, Froggy, no Bruce Willis jokes. I feel so bad for
Yeah.
Bruce and the family.
Yeah,
Please.
Froggy.
Yeah. I saw this earlier in the week, and I've had it in the pile, just didn't get around to it, but I think it's worth a mention. I think, did Channel 28 do the story? Did ABC Action News, the local guy that ended up with a $143,000 cell bill for roaming costs overseas?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up. I did. Yeah, I guess I did. I did see that.
So do you just like stiff the phone company on that and just tell them, listen, tough luck, I'll change my number?
Renee Remond.
He's from Switzerland, so I think it's Raymond.
No, they're from here.
Or read on.
I think he's from Switzerland originally,
Yes.
but he lives here now.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct. We're both
yeah,
right.
Yeah. So he lives here now. This Renee Remond and his wife Linda, they went to Switzerland last September,
To his home country.
Yeah, and he thought that he had all the roaming set up.
Yeah.
With T-Mobile.
He called him in advance. He's like, and he travels there, enough that he went to T-Mobile's like, hey, I'm going to Switzerland again. I'm going to Europe again. What do I do? Am I good? And they're like, you're covered.
Yeah, but he's a U.S., I think, a citizen now.
He lives in Dunedin.
Yeah, so he's from Pinellas County. Hey, does anyone know Renee Remund? Or Renee, are you listening right now? Or maybe wife Linda, you listening? Call us. I'd love to talk to you. 800. I meant to try to track him down. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. And I promise if you call, that's a toll-free number. You're not going to get a $143,000 cell bill. 800-990-1047. By any chance, Renee, you're listening. So they go over to Switzerland. That's his home country. They live here now. And he's on T-Mobile. And he called, and I guess he put himself on the roaming international plan. Everything should have been cool. And then he gets the phone bill. He thought it was $143. Oh, okay, that was all right. It's reasonable. It's $143,442.74 phone bill. $143,000.
What'd they tell him? Oh, yeah, it's 143.
That's insane. Well, apparently he used a lot of data. I guess.
Not that much.
No, I mean, seriously. But he used, what I see, like he used like 6 gigabytes of data or something.
Over the 3-week trip,
what was the
he
total?
and his wife used 9.5 gigabytes of data.
Yeah.
That they were charged roaming fees for, which averaged more than $6,000 a day.
That's highway robbery. How do you use 9.5 gigabytes of data and end up with $6,000 a day in data charge? Get out of here. What kind of racket and scam is that?
Yeah, right.
The average American uses 11 gigabytes of data in a month.
So he calls up T-Mobile and says, hey, I think there's a mistake here. I got a phone bill for $143,000. And they put him on hold over at T-Mobile. And then after like a little wait time, they come back to the phone and say, sir, no, that's right. That's accurate. So he freaks out, gets in his car and drives to a T-Mobile on US 19 and just drives the car right through No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. He did not. But finally, he got it resolved. I guess the head of T-Mobile said, no, we'll credit this.
This guy's been a customer with T-Mobile for 30 years.
Wow.
He always goes to the store and tells them the travel plans, and they said,
you're covered.
Yeah, you're covered. You're good.
You're covered. Yep.
Have fun.
Well, apparently not. You're not covered when you get a $143,000 cell bill for roaming in Switzerland. But anyway, finally, I guess he sent a letter, or his lawyer sent a letter to the president of T-Mobile. And then they finally got a reply, and they said that everything's been wiped clean, that he's been fully credited for everything, sorry for the charges, and the entire phone bill would be $86,000 would be eliminated. But that's insane.
So when they charge you this much money for roaming, what are the hard costs to the company? Does it cost them anything?
Listen,
anything at all?
I think it's like a restaurant giving away the toothpicks at the register.
Right?
Yeah, the free mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so T-Mobile, what T-Mobile was put together from which? I know that Sprint is now part of T-Mobile, but going way back, I'm trying to think. Do you remember my dad and mom used to have those walkie-talkie cell phones that used to remember the press to talks, and I think people forgot about these things. But you go back to like the early to mid 90s. And what was the cell company? Nextel. Did Nextel fold into T-Mobile at some? But remember Nextel?
Yeah, you'd be hanging out with somebody and be like, "Hey man,
my dad, we'd be out to dinner, and my dad's phone is going, and they're like, it's like a walkie-talkie cell phone, which those aren't around anymore.
Those were cool.
But wow. Anyway, I just thought of those old my parents had them, and they would drive us crazy. I wanted to take them and smash them or throw them out of the car at 65 miles an hour. 8:51 at the MJ Morning Show. This wraps an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show. Hour and 20 minutes. We do it every single morning starting at about 7:25. Coming up in just a few minutes, I've got the reasons why you're not getting any action on a date. Would you like to know why you're not getting action on a date? I'm going to tell you coming up in just a moment. Also, the crazy things that ex-girlfriends do. Oh, and Carnival Cruise Lines is cracking down. Oh, man. Carnival Cruises shut down activity on one of their ships. This got pretty testy. Wait till you hear what happened on a Carnival fun ship. So that's on the way in just a minute. We're loaded when we get back. Also, New Kids on the Block and Paul Abdul tickets. We got those coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. In minutes, here on Q105. Stand by. 9:04 at the MJ Morning Show. 9 o'clock hour is here. I apologize if you heard sound effects. Froggy, I came into this. I walked out of the studio for a minute. I came back into the studio, and I heard Froggy pushing my sound effects buttons over the Nicki French version of Total Eclipse of the Heart. What other
little
buttons?
remix for the listeners.
What other buttons did you push when I was out of the studio for a minute?
Andrew, what did I hit? I didn't hit that many.
Jeez. Andrew, what did you hear, please?
I just heard what I thought was what we hear in the new digital version of that song.
Yeah, a boing, a punch,
Yeah.
a dough, a dough.
You played all those over the song?
Yeah.
All right, folks, I apologize.
What?
I
They
can't,
liked it.
I can't leave Froggy alone in the studio, so I apologize.
That's a lesson to be learned.
Hey, you wouldn't believe how many emails I got yesterday. I posed a hypothetical. Yesterday's show, I posed a hypothetical, and I asked, what would you think, how would you feel if the MJ Morning Show 9 o'clock hour went away? If the show was only 6 to 9 a.m. and starting at 9 a.m., they just played music.
Without sound effects.
And we didn't have our, content. We didn't have the MJ Morning. We ended at 9 o'clock. Would you be opposed to that? Oh, my God. I've got like 600 emails, every demographic imaginable. I don't have one email that says play all music in the 9 o'clock. Literally, I've got over 600 emails. I just posed a hypothetical, just in case, the programming geniuses say, you know what, the workday, 9 o'clock, I'll just play music. Just in case that happens to come up. I just posed the question. Man, I'll tell you what, the response from our listeners was just frantic, manic. It was overwhelming how many emails that I got. Listen, if you want to send an email, it's a simple question. If management here decided to play all music in the 9 o'clock hour and we end the show at 9, would you have a problem with that? Hey, drop an email. Send an email to mj@mjmorningshow.com and just put down your age, your gender, where you're from, and whether you want the show to go on in the 9 o'clock hour like it's going on right now, or do you want us to be gone and it's just all music,
People listening right now are the ones that are going to be most affected. So it's important you let us know.
No, I would like to know. Seriously, listen, I'm not saying anything is imminent, but just in case, just asking a question. So send an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. It's my email, my private personal email, mj@mjmorningshow.com, and just answer the question. Do you want the show to continue like it does until close to 10 o'clock every morning, or do you want us to scrap this whole hour and it's just, 15 songs in a row and no MJ and Fester and Froggy and Roxanne? Oh. Just hey, send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com, and age, gender, where you're from, and what your response is, yes or no on that. Did you see that John Wayne Bobbitt was asked what was worse, having his unit cut off by Lorena or having all of his toes amputated? Remember, we did the story earlier in the week, but now we've got a follow-up here. John Wayne Bobbitt, who just made news earlier this week, had all of his toes amputated, but the New York Post asked him what was worse, and he said, what do you think? If you were to guess.
Yeah, let's think about this. What would you rather lose?
So if you're a guy, would you rather lose all of your toes or have your wiener cut off?
You could chop off my whole leg. Don't touch the junk. Yeah.
You can take my wiener.
Roxanne, would you like to weigh in on this?
I mean, I don't have one of those, so I don't know. I can't imagine.
Oh, but you have toes.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be that, opposite of what you're thinking. I think the toes hurt more.
No way, man. You could nub me up good, man. Take off both legs.
John Wayne Bobbitt says, take my toes off all day long.
No kidding.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's kind of obvious.
Yeah, and I guess the obvious answer.
He said that his male appendage being cut off by Lorena back in 1993, that was trauma.
Well, I mean, that was under different circumstances, too.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even think about it.
You know, he's 57 years old now. He was in his 20s. Can you imagine
young.
you're in your 20s and, just like a, I don't know if it was as clean as a deli slicer. Was it? I'm trying to remember the knife she used.
He was serrated.
Yeah.
It was a Ginzu.
I saw a couple of documentaries on this.
Yeah.
John Wayne.
A couple?
Yeah.
Anyway, his feet, he has no toes now.
Yeah.
So his feet have all been like grafted and rounded. His feet now look like a 3-wood.
They should put little wieners where every toe was.
His feet looks like a Ken doll crotch.
The 5 reasons why you might not be getting lucky on a date.
Bad breath.
Oh, that was my first guess.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you've come to the right place. If you would like to know 5 reasons, this is according to a woman. So according to a woman, why you might not be getting lucky on a date if you are a guy. And here it is. No particular order, but I think that they're all interesting. The first is being too tight with your cash. So if you're a guy, you're taking a woman out and you just appear to be.
Oh my God! I just saw the picture of John Wayne Bobbitt's feet.
That's why I said it looks like a driver.
Oh
it looks
my
like
God!
It looks like his feet look like golf clubs now.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just saw the picture.
Hey, caddy, put the sock over top of that thing.
No kidding.
It looked like driver.
They do. I'm sorry.
You should take up golf.
They do.
You don't need any clubs.
If you search New York Post.
Oh my!
If you want to see the picture, go to Google, search New York Post, John Wayne Bobbitt, and what was worse?
What's next to get this guy? This guy's going to lose.
All right, so if you're too tight with the cash, if you just appear to be cheap, for instance, this woman, this Jana Hocking, who I guess is some kind of a relationship expert or whatever,
guru.
Yeah. She says last night a guy offered to buy us a drink. He came back with 2 glasses of the cheaper Prosecco as opposed to champagne for $5 more.
What?
Now, she says I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but ick. Cheaper Prosecco versus a more expensive champagne. That's it.
You're out.
The curtain is closed.
Well, I think when you spend a little more, it just shows you want to have a good time and you're,
She says if you want to make a good first impression, spend a few more dollars. Even if time's a little tough, if you're trying to, make a first impression, don't go cheap. You don't have to go extravagant. You don't have to go to bottle of Dom or something, but you don't have to go cheap. With that, $6 bottle of Prosecco you can get at the supermarket. Also, what are you groaning at over there?
Who groaned?
I heard
you went, ugh.
Yeah. You
I don't like
ugh.
Prosecco. It's disgusting.
That's all Chloe drinks now is Prosecco.
I don't, I'm not a fan.
It's so sweet.
Yeah. Being far too agreeable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
If you,
nice, Roxanne.
Look at Roxanne.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you are just agreeing with everything, and it's almost like you're trying too hard to be just, completely moldable, malleable. You want to, not oppose anything. It's if you're too agreeable, the woman sees you as like a flaky pushover, and that's going to get in the way of getting lucky.
Hey, I always think of that girl in Coming to America. I like whatever you like.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Next, vocalizing your insecurities. Yeah, women don't want anything that appears to be an insecure guy. What attracts a lot of women is just being assertive.
Yes.
And, not being like a pushover, not being like a wuss and a wimp.
You know why? Because confidence makes you feel secure.
Yeah.
You take your feelings, guys, you swallow them, and you put them in that dark place, and you never bring them up again.
Do not vocalize your insecurities. Just appear to be in control. Nobody wants someone that's like some kind of nervous Nelly. I don't know. No one wants that.
I'm like that.
Yeah, that's Froggy.
I'm a nervous Nelly.
That's a turn on for Kim. She's really
She loves it.
into
That's how I got her. I was like,
high anxiety guys.
And listen, there's someone out there for everyone. Well, maybe almost everyone. I mean, something floats somebody's boat somewhere. I'm telling you. Don't act super thirsty.
What if you've been
that
doing the lawn all day and you're parched?
All right, it's not that super thirsty. Come on.
Oh, what kind?
No, you don't want to
Super
act
desperate?
like
You don't be too horny.
It's desperate. Yeah, you don't want to act super thirsty or desperate, because that is a total turnoff. Women again want strength. They don't want someone to be like almost begging or almost like pathetically begging for whatever, and oh please, I'm such a loser. I'm so desperate. They don't want that. That is a
MJ does that.
No, I don't.
He's a little.
Stop it.
Michelle's just yelling, "Shut up!" in the corner.
And then the last one is when you talk too much.
MJ does that.
So it's finding the right amount of talking, finding the right balance.
Need a good listener.
Yeah. So you got to make sure that you don't hit those 5 things, because that could really jam up your prospects.
So no breath.
Breath is not on the list, Roxanne. What did you say, butt breath, or what did you say?
I just said regular breath.
Oh, breath,
Yeah.
okay.
How would butt breath?
All right.
Yeah, what is that? I've
Come
never
into
even
play.
heard of that.
And then, Roxanne, you're kind of been out of this game for a while, but do you agree that this is one of the crazy things that all ex-girlfriends do?
Let's hear it.
To their replacements. So if you're an
Wait, to their replacements?
Yeah.
You mean they're what they've thrown cast away, or was
this,
that, okay?
This is the thing that all ex-girlfriends apparently do when they find out who their replacement is. And I gotta believe it's the same with the opposite direction, that
Guys would do it too.
Guys would do it as well. I don't think this is mutually exclusive.
I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
They do a
All right, listen,
background check.
I thought you were going to say something I had to dump.
Why would I ever do
That's
that?
a shocker. All right, well, here's the deal. All ex-girlfriends start stalking the new one on social media, Instagram, whatever the social media accounts are, so they can see what's going on, see the pictures, see what's being said. That apparently is what all ex-girlfriends do.
I missed that cutoff because Doug and I got together right when, I barely had a Facebook account.
That's why I said, I said, I think that you were kind of out of this kind of ball game and realm.
Right.
That, there's certain, like the whole dating deal online, all these apps. Like, I can't even name. Hey, Fester.
Yes.
Bring up a list of all of the dating apps. Like, I know what? Plenty of Fish. You've got, what's the swiper?
Tinder?
Swiper, no swiping. Yes, Tinder, Hinge. But we hear of these dating sites, every week we hear of like some new dating site. We've never heard of these things. Like, here we go. Look at this. Popular dating site apps: eHarmony, Tinder, OkCupid, Her, Match.com, Christian Mingle, Atheist Ass Clowns, Zoosk, Ashley Madison. By the way, there's no Atheist Ass Clowns. I made that up.
Mm-hmm.
No one caught that?
We heard it.
We heard, yes.
Yeah,
it's very specific.
Yeah, well, there was Christian Mingle.
Yeah, we just let it slip in. Plenty of Fish. You can date off of Facebook. Adult Friend Finder.
Bumble. Did I say that? Match.com and Match. Plenty of Fish. I said that one. Facebook dating. Our Time. Oh, that's like the geriatric one.
Yes.
Yeah. Our Time.
They were going to call that pruned up junk, but they're like, you know what? No.
They were going to call it shriveled biddies.
Yes. So there's a couple of elderly ones here. Silver Singles.
I just said Silver
I'm
Singles.
saying.
I just said that a second ago. That's what Elite Singles, Adult Friend Finder. What's that? Black People Meet. What if you're white and you go on Black People Meet? Is that
nobody's gonna be talking to you?
I think I said Hinge already.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of them.
Coffee Meets Bagel Dating. Happen, HAPPN. Grinder.
Coffee Meets Bagel.
Badoo. Is that a BADOO?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was Erica Badu at first. But
Field.
no,
FEO, like play the field, but it's FEELD.
That's clever.
Yeah, you like that?
No.
All right.
and Herpes Hangout right there. Look at that.
So
enjoy that one.
I got to laugh at a frog.
MJ, have you ever heard of the singer Olivia Rodrigo?
Of course I have.
Okay, she has made an amazing career for herself singing really, really angry relationship songs.
Yeah, she does.
And her latest song, which is really good, is Obsessed. And she's obsessed with the girl that, she's obsessed with the ex.
Oh, so sort of what I just said.
Kind of reversed.
And then you start stalking
She's
the
the
ex
new one,
on social media?
Yes.
Hold on. She's the new girl?
She's the new girl, but the other girlfriend was easygoing. She's well-traveled. She's super friendly.
Oh, so the new one is obsessed with the old one?
Yes.
That's what the song's about?
Yes.
Here.
Oh, that's a song. I'm so obsessed with your ex.
Yeah, but you're the new girl. It's just kind of a reversal on this, but it's the same situation. If you're the new girl, tell me the first thing you're not doing is you're looking up all the dirt on the last one.
Wow, you're a real big fan of her, huh?
I am.
I am too.
I guess so, because you knew about the breakup song.
It is 9:19 at the MJ Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, you got a shot to win New Kids on the Block with Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff tickets in just a few minutes. They're going to be at the AMP in July, and we've got your tickets. We'll give those away. New Kids on the Block, NKOTB. Tickets on the way in just a bit. And also, we're sitting here at 9:20. That means we're just 40 minutes away from another spectacular Cash Kitty appearance.
Woo.
This Cash Kitty is all over the studio.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully the Cash Kitty's on time, because I understand that the Cash Kitty's at the vet right now. They think it's feline diabetes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
We need some cat insulin stat.
Wow. Poor kid.
Well, at least it's not feline leukemia. That's deadly.
Yeah, at least it's not that.
Way to take a joke and make it awful, Roxanne.
Gosh, Rox.
Making cat diabetes jokes. If you go with leukemia humor.
I was worried about that.
That's real neat stuff right there.
The Cash Kitty's on the way at 10 o'clock. Your chance at another $1,000. And then, of course, 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. here on the MJ Morning Show.
Any more diseases you want to make up for the cat, Roxanne? Oh, my God. Poor cat.
Anything else, Roxanne?
No, I just always worried about that when I had
At least you didn't have cat AIDS.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Roxanne.
Oh, good thing.
It's called CADES.
Yeah.
Yes.
Poor kitty.
That's what it is. Oh, boy. All right. So, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. Hey, at some point, your garage door. What do you think? Coming off the Home Depot commercial, do you like the Home Depot rejoiner music, or?
I thought it was a mistake from the commercial. Like left the music bed in.
What? The commercial?
Oops.
The commercial came back after the MJ Morning Show little sweeper sound effect. Is that it?
Very confused.
Or good times in store for you. Cash Kitty on the way in a half an hour. 10 o'clock. Cash Kitty is back. Stand by for your shot. I mentioned this earlier in the week, and, I had somebody that responded to me and said, hey, MJ, thank you for mentioning the SunPass scam that people are getting via text. I was about to fall for it, but then I heard you talk about it. And I think I had like a brief mention, hey, and then there's this SunPass text scam going around. And somebody picked up on that and then did a Google search, and then they were about to fall for the scam. I had a listener just thank me. Hey, thanks for mentioning it. And, to go into a little more depth here, there is a warning here in Florida right now that don't fall for a fake text message, which people think is coming from SunPass officially, and it's not. This is a big fraud. This is a gigantic scam. And many people have fallen for it, where you get a text message and it allegedly from SunPass saying you owe money and you got to click on this, and don't fall for it. Do not fall for the link. SunPass is not going to text you saying click here and pay us. Scam, scam, scam. Alert, alert, alert. Scam, scam, scam. I had something for Roxanne, but she is not back. Is she like tracking the whole midday right now? What is she doing?
She has an important phone call.
Yes, she a very important phone call from the
from SunPass.
From SunPass. Yes.
Are you serious? Is she really on an important call?
I don't know where she is.
Hey, Andrew, can you track Roxanne down? Because there's something that she sent me, and I wanted to follow up on this before we shut things down. And Roxanne is just, she's disappeared like this is some kind of Scooby-Doo episode. We got to look for Roxanne behind the rotating bookcase or something. Hey, Froggy, see if there's a candelabra on the wall that you can pull on to make the...
I don't see anything. Let me call her.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
worked.
It worked. Oh, my God, she's right here.
Oh, look at that. The bookcase just spun around and Roxanne's back.
Zoinks!
We just found Roxanne!
Yeah, we just found her. I have a mammogram today, and I was on hold with my provider.
So, wait a minute. So you really were on an important phone call.
Yeah, that's what I texted you. I said I'm on an important call. I'm on hold.
That's why I said
Hold on. You think I'm going to get a text? Like you just text me and I'm going to instantly get a text? I didn't even
Well, I
look
text everybody.
That's sort of how it works.
I'm on the air. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm on the air.
Well, I texted the whole gang.
You know what? This show is like I'm driving a tractor trailer hauling nuclear waste. I am not.
Are we the
that
waste?
sounds like it. We're waste.
I am. What'd you say, Frog?
So what are we, the waste?
No, I'm just saying that I'm diligently keeping my eyes on the road and not looking at my cell phone, is what I'm saying. All right, Roxanne, what is this email you sent me about threats to real estate agents?
Oh, I'm looking into this. I'm investigating this.
Hold on. Did you get a tip?
I actually know from the real estate agent. I don't know her personally. It's a friend of a friend, but Doug knows her. And she received a threatening text message, which I forwarded to you.
Do you think that this is a pattern or a one-off, or what's going on here? Explain to our listeners what the real estate agent threat that you're aware of is.
Okay, I was out chatting with a friend of mine on Tuesday night, I believe it was. And she said that her real estate agent friend.
Oh, you were out on your Tanked Up Tuesday?
It was Tanked Up Tuesday.
Tanked Up Tuesday,
Yeah.
yep.
So the details are sketchy. No, I was just chatting with my friend. Okay, so she said her real estate agent friend, and she's like, Doug, you know her, got an email, or excuse me, a text message. And I shall read it to you because she forwarded me the text message.
Okay.
Someone paid me to kill you. If you want me to spare you. By the way, the grammar in this, the commas, everything is where it should be. If you want me to spare you, comma, I'll give you 2 days to pay $5,000.
Oh my God.
If you inform the police or anybody, comma, you will die. Period. I'm monitoring you.
This is creepy.
How is that a threat?
But I would not take that seriously.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, then
So
I guess she called them.
It's a death threat.
Yes.
Pay $5,000 and we'll have the death called off?
Yes. And so she...
it's like an extortion,
Sounds
it's a
like it.
blackmail extortion deal.
She called them back. They reiterated that demand to her on the phone verbally. Turns out, unbeknownst to her, minutes earlier, her partner in real estate. So I'm guessing they're on the same billboard kind of deal.
Got the same
call and the same message, or the same message. Again, according to my friend, there are multiple cases of this happening where real estate agents are getting this message. And I have reached out, as you saw, because I copied you on it. I've reached out to the Tampa Police Department to see if we can get any information. And they're going to get back to us.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't planning on taking calls here, but do we have any listeners that are real estate agents, or is anybody able to provide more information on this? If you're a real estate agent, have you gotten this death threat text asking for $5,000 to call off the hit or whatever? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What did Andrew just hand you frantically?
He just handed me this article. But Andrew, it's strange. It's from March of he noted that March of 2021. Pinellas deputies investigating after local real estate agents received death threats.
Yes, it sounds like it's just a scam that's coming back around.
Right.
Listen, a lot of times these things go dormant for a bit and then it's coming back around. So apparently this happened a couple of years ago, and now it looks like they've revived the scam. Hey, look at the phones. Phones are ringing on this.
She better pay up.
Right?
800-990-1047. If you are a real estate agent, or if you know of this racket going on where real estate agents are getting death threats, let us know. If you're an agent, you got one. 800-990-1047. Call us quickly here. 800-990-1047 is the number to get in.
Doug said he wants to start a rumor that he has been receiving those messages, but they want $100,000.
Oh,
They've been paid $100,000 to kill him.
That's a good rumor to start.
Mm-hmm.
So your friend initially got the text, they called back, and somebody actually answered?
Yes, and reiterated the same message.
Was it like a foreign kind of boiler room that they called back, where you get these scam calls?
Yes.
and hello, I'm calling from the city, and we're gonna have you arrested because you owe money for parking, or your license. You get a lot of these boiler room scam operations, whether they're in Pakistan, India. These things are very problematic.
Mm-hmm. No, it's I don't know the answer to that.
Let me grab K in St. Pete. Every kiss begins with K. Did you know it?
I did know every kiss begins with K. Thank you.
Yeah, you've heard that before, right, Kay?
A couple times.
Yeah, I recommend. I recommend International Diamond Center, though. IDC is what I recommend.
I knew that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so, Kay, what's your story?
So, this is regarding an employee who works with me, and you can look this story up if you Google William Brock in South Charleston, Ohio. So he was receiving some threatening phone calls from someone demanding money. He's not a real estate agent, I don't think. He's 81 years old. But so these, I guess, same scam person ordered an Uber to go pick up the package.
Yeah, we talked. Hold on a minute. We just talked about this story earlier this week.
Oh, sorry.
No. It's quite all right. But wait a minute. You know some of the people involved?
The woman who was killed, her son works with me.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we talked about this. The Uber driver was sent to a home to pick up money. It was the old, the old grandchild scam. I'm in trouble. I need money. And the 81-year-old elderly man knew it was a scam. The Uber was sent. The Uber driver had no idea that they were being used as a racket. They just thought they were picking up a package via Uber. And the 81-year-old guy shot the 61-year-old female Uber driver, thinking that she was in on the racket of extortion, but she was not.
Yes.
And you work with her son?
I do, yes.
Oh, my God. Here in Tampa Bay?
In St. Pete. Well, we work remotely, so I'm not sure if he works in this area.
We talked about this crazy story, I think, on Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, it was earlier in the absolutely. Hey, Kay, do me a favor.
Listen to every second, but sometimes.
No, I understand. But do me a favor, please give our condolences to your coworker. It's a terrible story.
Yes, I sure will. Thank you very much, MJ.
All right, thank you. Have a great weekend. I appreciate it. Hey, I just got a text. I was just checking my texts. Scott, who owns West Coast Pawn out in Polk County.
Yeah.
Out in Lakeland. Scott texted me, we were talking about the Aaron Rodgers scam earlier, how there's a guy impersonating Aaron Rodgers and women are believing it really is Aaron Rodgers and giving him all kinds of personal information. So they're taking money out of bank accounts, or women are sending money to this fake Aaron Rodgers. Why would Aaron Rodgers need your money? Why would Aaron Rodgers need your social security number after meeting him online? Get out of here. So Scott from West Coast Pawn just sent me this. We had a lady in the pawn shop yesterday selling her gold and guns to send the money to someone overseas. We stopped her from doing it. She wouldn't believe us. We called a deputy friend of ours, and he talked to her, and it happens all the time.
God, what an idiot.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers contacted me, I would assume he needed the money to buy psychedelic drugs. And I would say no.
Maybe he's falling on hard times.
Yeah, what a kook. All right. And then among the final things here, I brought up Carnival Cruise Lines. Carnival has shut down illegal activity on their ships. Do you know what passengers were doing that Carnival considers illegal? Shut her down! Any idea?
What?
I mean, are there laws in international water?
What do you think passengers were doing on a Carnival cruise ship that Carnival had a conniption over?
Something in the pool?
I have a guess.
Go ahead, Frog.
Something I've always wanted to do, fish off of it.
Oh, that's a good guess. But,
good guess.
What a good guess.
Damn it.
And then, Roxanne, you said what?
Something in the pool? Were they doing something in the pool?
Nope, it wasn't a Caddyshack Baby Ruth moment.
No, that's what I was thinking.
No. Was it like OnlyFans related? Like photos? Or something?
Social media related?
All right, I'm just going to cut to the chase here.
Do it.
they had guests that were playing cards, poker, like on one of the decks, and they were using real money, and Carnival said, the only gambling is in our casino on board.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't wheel a slot machine on the boat. Makes sense.
Yeah, they're playing cards.
What if you go to the ping pong tables and bet on that?
So as far as ages, and this is interesting. So ages on the cruise ships, you got to be 21 on all the domestic cruise lines to drink. Casinos, though, many cruise lines will let 18-year-olds go into the casino. Although I believe like Atlantic City and Vegas and even Hard Rock, isn't it 21 here? I think the casinos are 21, but I think the ships will let you on in 18. But the security on the ship, they came across the gambling. And you had people playing for some decent stakes, apparently, and Carnival had to shut it down. And according to the Carnival brand ambassador, John Held, I would like to send a message to a group currently sailing on the incredible Trans-Pacific cruise on board the Carnival Luminosa. Yesterday, I was informed that the group leader had been arranging a card game played on the Lido deck each day where quite large amounts of money were changing hands. This was reported to me, and as brand ambassador, it was my duty to report that to the ship. And the ship shut them down because they want you gambling in the casino, not on the Lido deck. Lido. Oh, whoa, oh, Lido. Lido. Anything else, guys? What we call it a week? I think it was a pretty solid week here on the MJ Morning Show. Yeah.
I want to say hello to my students. Today I'm going to be teaching a class at University of Tampa.
All right,
I'm doing a seminar this afternoon.
And it's how to be successful with an OnlyFans page.
How did you know that was our topic?
Yeah, I knew it.
I want to know.
What are you teaching them?
Media coaching.
Oh, that's right, media coaching. All right, folks, if you want to drop me an email, I'm mj@mjmorningshow.com. What antics will I get into this weekend? Give me a follow on Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And there's a lot on my Instagram. There's a lot of videos, a lot of things to take a look at. Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Roxanne Wilder on Instagram. Fester Sucks on Instagram. And then Froggy MJ Radio. Folks, have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday. But first, let me leave you with this parting gift. New Kids on the Block, Paula Abdul, DJ Jazzy Jeff at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, Friday, July 19th. Caller 25 right now. Caller 25, 800-990-1047. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show, and let's be careful out there.